Welcome.
I'm Royal,
I'm Brandy.
and we have a special guest tonight. Welcome in, Sparkyy. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing fine. How are y'all doing tonight?
As good as we can be.
Always good.
I know you've had a little bit of craziness going on recently.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, you guys are already getting the set open. All right.
Oh, sorry.
Already.
Well, I know you don't dilly-dally, so I figured I'd just pop it right on open.
I mean, I was waiting for a little bit of rejoyance or something. No, just getting straight to the meat and potatoes about it, huh?
Here, I'll just slide that over there for a minute.
No, I mean, it's open for me now. So.
Oh, let's see. Oh, okay, here we go. Let's see. We got Kirkham, Tommy. What's up, everybody? We got Odelay, JDW, Jedi Brickman, John Powell. How's it going? Little nerd. How's it going, nerd? Lil? Is that Lil Nerd?
Lil Nerd Light.
Skywalker, welcome on in. How are you doing?
Oh wow, there's like
a call us Royal and Wendy.
Was he grandfathered in?
Right.
I guess he probably can be. Odelay can probably get away with calling us just about whatever he wants.
Late to dinner.
Yep.
At the granary.
I'm recognized. Yay.
So do you want to say what we're building, or do you want me to say what we're building, or?
Oh, you can go ahead and let people know.
All right, so wait, really quick. I'll catch up. Hi, Skywalker, Jedi Brickman, smush the like button.
Awesome.
Button,
thank you,
he
JB.
said. Royal, where is your hat? And is your phone plugged in?
It is. It is, Kathy. Thank you.
There you go.
Welcome
All
in,
right,
Candy.
everyone.
How are you
So
doing?
we're building the what is this called again? Oh my, I'm so unprofessional, guys.
It's the Lumibrex Cowboy Camp.
Cowboy Camp. That's what it's called. We're building the Cowboy Camp, 542 pieces, rated 16 plus, and you can get this from lumibrex.com for about $30, and you can help out channels like me and Royal by using both his and my affiliate code. So there you go.
Very nice, very nice plug there, Sparkyy. I like it. I dig it.
Yeah, you guys don't know, but I was practicing in the bathroom. I was practicing in the bathroom mirror for that one.
And we did a fig for Candy. We need to approve.
I think that hair might be too dark, but we'll see.
Well,
I think we needed to. Candy.
Oh my goodness, so many people in this.
Oh wow!
Stream.
Thank you guys. That's
awesome.
Is that a good sig fig for you, Candy, or do you want us to get a different hair piece for it?
Hoarder, welcome in.
Hey, Hoarder, welcome in. How are you doing?
Hello, all.
So we can get a second fig up on the hat.
That's why I was looking at hers if she was ready.
Yeah, we were telling Sparkyy before the stream started that unfortunately the train station
is
out of stock, so we're not going to be able to
get
the train station easily. That one might be a little bit more of a,
and it's not quite like Lego where there's several of them on eBay.
Yeah.
Sparkyy.
What? It's tradition.
You're hyping your own live stream.
Heck yeah, of course.
Heck yeah.
Really quickly, just so we get all the affairs out of in order, but really quickly before we lock in, as the kids say, and get this going, I do want to give a quick shout out to a friend of mine who's very, very near and dear to my heart. I'll give you guys the little backstory that I gave Royal. I have this guy. I have been like trying to get him because he's an awesome dude. I've been trying to get him to do YouTube stuff. I'm like, you could do some stuff here, and all like you got something here. Because he has the personality, he has the equipment for it, right? And he just hasn't done it because he doesn't like listening to me. I guess I remind him of his dad or something. But but finally after so long of what I feel like should have happened many a time ago, my friend has finally started posting on YouTube, and I want to take this time to give him a shout out. I gave him a shout out on my community tab. You can check him out over on the community tab, but his name is Big Rig Toys. Big Rig Toys.
I think there's also a link to him in the description of this live stream.
Description of this stream. There's one on the community tab. Go check him out if you're into like Gundam and Transformers and like model kits like that aren't necessarily Lego. He's your guy for that. He's going to be reviewing. He's going to be reviewing. Big Rig Toys, and he also has a second channel. Why not? While we're plugging one, plug the other. But yeah, no, guys, if you could do me a favor. Hey, there he is. What's up, man?
Hey, Big Rig Toys.
No, I told you I would.
It is great to have you, man.
Let everyone, if we could please.
We both subscribe.
If every single person watching the stream here could do me a favor, and which I think I'm owed a little. Given what's been going on in the
more than
a few. But yeah, no, guys, if you could please give my friend a follow. Well, first watch his videos. He just started posting, but go watch his videos and then make the decision. Because I'll never tell people like, oh, just go blindly. No, I want you all to make the decision to go support my man Big Rig Toys. He's doing some incredible stuff.
People to give him a chance.
Yeah, give him a chance.
Give him a chance, guys. That's
he's
all
got
we're
the passion.
asking.
The passion is all there. The passion is it is, and he literally.
Oh, do you?
We were on a call, and he was like, he was actually asking me for advice. He was like, "Am I doing this right?" He was like, "Am I? Is this like where I should?" Like, should I put the where should I put the hashtags and like all that? Like, I'm just like, dude, you got it, man. And he's killing it. First video got like 1,000.
I think step one is have fun, and then
and he's having fun. But yeah, guys, but yeah, just wanted to give my best friend a shout out. Big Rig Toys on YouTube. Go check out his stuff. Maybe drop him a follow and tell him Sparkyy sent you, so that way he can that way I can make fun of him later or something. I don't know. All right, let's get into this set.
I hope we can encourage him into making some more content too, especially if he loves what he does as much as you say. Then I'm sure that love would come through in the content that he makes.
Let's get this set to going.
Sorting.
Kind of, sort of sorting.
John's not in chat yet. That might.
He was. I thought I saw John.
What do I need for this?
There he is.
I didn't dump out all the bags yet, though. That kind of helps.
Strictly Brickley, welcome in.
Hey, Strictly.
I always try to organize the pieces just a smidge, because if I learned anything,
kind of just dump like, okay, the big bag goes here and the little bag goes on that side, and that's about all the sorting I usually do.
I dump the small bags in containers like these. These little like not sterilite. What are these called? I can't. Kathy, if you go to my if you go to my community tab,
link is in the description of this.
Yeah, there's links for Sparkyy and also links for his friend
Big Rig Toys.
Big Rig Toys. Yes, I just scrolled back up and saw it.
Sort those pieces.
Royal. Yeah, sort those pieces, Royal.
Oh no! Drop the piece.
Oh,
no.
Where's the scoreboard?
Y'all still do that?
Keep score us versus Sparkyy. I don't know that he drops a lot of pieces. We're probably gonna get destroyed.
I was gonna say. I was like, no, you put me on the town square. What is this? Oh, back to all right. And we got.
We're gonna have the chats.
Oh yeah, wait. We should probably
sort those bricks. Sort those
if
bricks.
you guys like I said, if you guys want to get this set, it's $30 on Lumi Bricks, and if you want to support the legends who are Brandy and Royal, maybe go hey, little nerd light. Thank you for the donation.
W, thank you so much, man. You're a
That is
legend.
awesome.
Oh,
thank you, little nerd light.
Oh wait, hold on, wait. I think I know that person, like IRL. Little nerd light.
Awesome.
Well, I don't know because I have a friend on Discord whose name is just Nerd Light. So I'm like, are you their little brother? Is that what?
Well, Lil Nerd earlier in the comments said that's our friend. So.
Oh my goodness. Oh hey, what's up? Oh no, my friends are here. Oh god.
We have a couple of our friends and family that occasionally will tune in, like her cousin Sheldon. He'll tune in once in a while. He's actually a lot of fun when he tunes in.
Okay, that
we
that
cost
makes
him
sense.
money the last time he kind of.
Well, yeah, the last time he tuned into the show, he ended up buying, what was it, the Game Boy and the Dark Falcon.
Daniel Reed, I don't know how I missed subbing to Sparkyy. I subbed to Big Rig as well. He does Transformers content, right?
I think they're like Gundams,
model,
you said, right?
Model kits, Gundams, Transformers. He's doing he's gonna do everything. Me and him talked. We have like a big pan Brickable World.
Brickable. Oh my goodness.
The senior Rudy
Thank you for the two.
I have a hilarious video I gotta send you today. Or I'll send you after the stream.
Oh yeah. Says we're spying on you, Sparkyy.
Oh my goodness.
Sky WX says this is Bowie. Daniel Reed.
Oh my goodness. Daniel.
You rock, man. Thank you so much.
Everyone.
This is a Lumi Bricks model. We are doing the Cowboy camp tonight.
Yeah. And like I said, guys, if you want to be a little cheeky devil, maybe go drop a purchase using Brick Together's
or Sparky's
referral code.
Little Nerd says it took you long enough, Sparkyy. Nerd Light was taken on YouTube.
Oh, okay. I get it now. I gotcha.
JDWs, you're just right on time, not late at all.
No one's ever late in a Brick Together stream.
Is it time?
They arrive precisely when they mean to, just like a wizard.
What is the saying? It's like, it's 5 o'clock somewhere or something like that.
Yeah, there you go.
JDW says, is it too
That's
late
also a country song.
to change my hat fit to a guy in a suit with sunglasses? Absolutely not, JDW.
Who? He was JDW. We had been using Marty McFly for him, right?
He said, "Is it too late to change my hat?"
No, we can do that.
Guy in a suit with sunglasses.
You want to write a note down for that?
Yeah, I was looking for my. Got tennis ball done.
Yeah, we did. We got. Oh, actually, I thought that one we did for Sarah was pretty cool. I thought Lego tennis rackets were going to be easier to find than that too. I realized they are not.
I actually have learned to ask at Bricks and Minifigs, like if I can't find a piece in like the accessories bin, I'll be like, do you have this? And a lot of times they will, because they have it in the back, like a specialty counter thing. But it's like I was having a hard time finding the colored hairpiece.
I will say something about this. Limerick says that it is really hard to see what I am doing.
So we actually have a flashlight that we'll use a lot of the time, just because that dark green, it is kind of hard.
It is a quite dark of a green.
Is there any facial hair, JDW, and what color hair? Tiger's in the chat. Welcome on.
Oh, welcome on in, Tiger.
Mackenzie,
I just realized what Daniel said in his donation, lumpy bricks. I like that. Honestly, they should. You better jump on that before someone takes it. That's $1 million idea right there.
This is a John Powell trick. We'll take the flashlight and just hold it like right next to the instructions, and then it's like, oh, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, it's I mean, there's no really good way for me to do it because I have my camera right here, and then I have what I'm doing here, and then I have the instructions over here. So I'm kind of like looking over everything, unless you guys want to see my neck beard. I actually,
I don't mind a neck beard.
Yeah, but I mind a neck beard because I shaved, and so it's really unkept.
Tiger says, my apologies for being a little late, but I was watching a movie.
Tiger, you are totally fine.
My mom and my little brother and sister. Absolutely, family time is super important, Tiger. So take the time, and you're never late. You're right on time.
Yeah, never forget to spend time with the people.
So yeah, does it make y'all feel better that I was late? No, I'm kidding. Actually, I was
hold on chat, and then he's like, "Oh, we got to start."
I was actually very early. I was actually an hour early to this stream, which is crazy because I'm the one who was like, "Hey, we should move it back."
Well, and then
Stone Rose, welcome in.
Hey, Stone Rose. I don't know if we missed. I missed the mock contest completely. You said you at least caught part of it, right?
Yeah, no, and then I dropped $100 because I liked hearing Starfish peak at night.
All right.
Yeah, no, I mean,
split screen's nice. Little nerd came for Sparkyy, but this is such a cozy little space. Glad I came. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, that's just sweet.
Oh, I love the movie Inside Out, Tiger.
Inside. I can never hear that without thinking of that one song. I can never remember like who it's by, but like written inside out. I can't something like that.
Good night, Mackenzie.
But
totally doesn't do well with facial hair. He's clean shaven. Tina, Tear Time.
Hey, Tina, welcome on in.
Future. Finally made it to stream.
I always love when I go on stream and I'm like, oh yeah, I got a haircut, because the entire chat in my stream will always be like, my brother in Christ, you could have told us that you got a face tattoo and we'd never know. Because yeah, I mean, it is fair. I'd like, don't show my face. So I guess you for all you know, I'm like 2 feet tall. No one knows.
If you said you got a haircut, my first response would be like, just the one, or which one?
My hair was getting too long. Honestly, I let it go for too long. It was
feel like a hippie.
I looked like
wants to know how everyone's doing today.
Oh, what's his name? I looked like
good, Stone Rose.
Was it Legolas? Not Legolas. Is it
from Lord of the Rings?
Yeah. Isn't the name? I don't know. My hair was crazy long. Yeah, my hair was like past my shoulders. Like it was.
Oh.
Long.
You let it get long.
Brickable World says my hair's.
Yeah, well, because Mrs. Studs, she loves the hair long. And then when I came home with a haircut, she said, "Well, you're sleeping on the couch until it comes back."
Oh, really? I guess
no,
I
not
keep my
actually,
hair long too.
Not actually, but she definitely was not happy about it.
Well, when you've known somebody and they look a certain way for so long, it's kind of hard to like even just imagine them another way. Like I think I've seen my dad without a mustache one time in my entire life.
Once.
Well, yeah, she's only seen me without a mustache once.
Never again.
And yeah, she's like, no,
oh my God,
don't do that.
Me without a mustache, forget about it. No, literally, it's crazy because people at my work, especially the newer people who don't like know me, they'll always be like, because they either with facial hair, apparently I look like I'm in my mid-30s, and without facial hair, I look like I'm 12. So,
Kathy, whose channel can't you find? Sparkyy Stud is also in the description of the live. Tina says white hair just means wisdom, Brickable. Tiger had chocolate.
That's just experience, baby. That's all that is.
Yeah, no. That's just miles on the Ford Explorer of life.
Tina says Justin's got some ginger hair coming in with his whites. Not sure what that means.
That means luck.
You know, actually, I had a buddy of mine. His dad was talking because he was starting to get gray hair, and we mentioned it, and he was like, "Hey, you know, gray hair is not just like that's like a speedometer. You know, it shows you where you've been." And I was like, "Whatever you say, crazy uncle."
I dream of having white hair someday. I like mine's too dark. It will only be gray, says Daniel. Totally. Imagine if Royal had a mustache and a shaved head. No.
You don't
You
have
know,
to
Royal,
imagine
you
too
are
hard. Actually, I've got
that
pictures of me
that
like
is that is kind of a thing. Royal, if you had like a crazy big mustache, you'd look like Eggman from the Sonic movies.
Oh,
Do I
that's
have
gonna
to
get
handlebar it out?
that's
Oh,
gonna get Sonic
yeah,
going.
Tiger is
You
gonna love
know,
that
and
comment.
Royal, I hope you don't take this as an insult, but Kat, my fiance, I don't think it's mean. I honestly I thought it was kind of funny.
Oh, I think
She
it's funny.
says
I didn't take
she
offense.
she has been trying to figure out who you look like because to her you look like a celebrity that she knows, and she finally found out who you look like. You
I'm
look.
Dr. Robotnik.
She says you look like Tom Curry or Tim Curry.
Who's Tim Curry?
He's I can't remember what he's been in, but he's like a legendary actor. He's like here I can actually, if you give me just a memento, I can actually look up what
Little Nerd says hair dye does exist, and Daniel says no, that's cheating.
images.
There we go.
Men need to rock their facial hair, says Tina.
Here,
Absolutely.
here. This is Tim Curry.
Oh, okay.
And she said you do kind of look like Tim Curry. And like I'm like, you know what? I see it. I didn't know what you're talking about, and now I see it. My eyes have been
I
opened.
don't completely disagree.
Stone Rose, I definitely need a haircut. Tried cutting it myself, but the clippers went dual, and I have a half-shaved head.
Uh-oh.
Tiger, I'm still balancing hyper. New chocolate would get me so hyper. Little Nerd says chocolate be like that.
Yeah, no,
has grays.
y'all better pray I don't shave my head.
Odelay?
I better hope I never have to shave my head. My head looked like a peanut.
Royal, did you just hear Brandy to say keep your face covered? John says, Tiger, Little Nerd, tell me I'm hyper, and it's if I had to choose these two pieces of chocolate. Tina says yes, handlebar.
I feel like Royal could rock a big firefighter handlebar.
The problem with the handlebar that I run into is as soon as my mustache starts, if I don't keep it at least sort of kind of tamed,
starts eating it.
It's in everything that I eat at a certain point. It's just awful, and I'm like,
Oh,
no,
I
no.
well, that's how you know it's a good mustache.
That's how, yeah. That's just the
That's
flavor saver.
That's how you know it's there.
Yeah.
Kathy just subscribed. Autistic Ciders. I heard the name Eggman. I must have been summoned even through the chat already.
Yeah, no,
Rocky Horror Picture Show, Home Alone 2, and lots of silly movies.
Big Rig Toys, Sparkyy, I will pay you $5 to shave your head. Well, I already got a haircut and I basically shaved half of it, so there you go. Give me my $5.
He knows you in real life.
Yeah, he does.
So he'll know if you.
So he'll pay off from it. So,
but I'm saying you would have to actually do it. It wouldn't be like everybody else where you could just tell him, "Yep, shaved my head, guys."
Yep.
Pay up.
20 likes. Tina's going on the hat. We enjoy having you here, Tina.
Thank you, Tina.
Tim Curry was the original Pennywise.
Really? I did not know that.
Is he in that? Wait, no, that's not him. Okay, I was thinking he was in.
Yeah, see, exactly, nerd. Like he owes me $250 for it because I shaved half of it.
Little Nerd, we got the Lego hat at Bricks and Minifigs. Our buddy who runs the store gave us a couple. We have one to give away if we ever reach 100 likes on the live stream. So let's get there. We'll give one away. You got to feed your mustache and beard or you get angry.
Feed the stash.
Tiger's still hyper. No,
Yeah, no,
you
I
should
remember.
half of it, Big Rig. You owe them $2.50.
Yeah, people. See, I always see the crazy part is too. I talk about what I always say this because I always think it's so funny. But people will be like, "Oh my God, Sparkyy must look crazy if he's not showing his face." And I always tell people, and my friends can attest this because they know me in real life. I look like the most generic Caucasian man you've ever seen in your entire life. I literally,
basic white boy.
I literally look like I look
Yes.
like I listen to Limp Bizkit and drink Monster unironically. Like that's literally
At least
me.
he's not drinking
Well,
pumpkin
if
spice
you're
lattes
drinking
over there.
monsters, apparently they have to be the white monsters. Have you
Yeah,
heard
no,
about?
I drink.
Now you're gonna get Odelay
If
going.
I could, I
Totally,
would
I'll start going
consume
off
gamer
about
juice.
Agartha
All right,
again.
but yeah, no, they can attest. Don't nerd. Don't say that.
Stone Rose says he was in Scary Movie 2 as well.
Looks like an alien.
Sadly, he had a stroke and has been out of the spotlight lately.
Oh, who's that?
Probably Julio.
Tim Curry.
Old Nerd says, Tiger, I find bouncing your leg can sometimes expend energy. Also, calming music can help. JDW is back. JDW, I didn't get, did you have facial hair? And what color hair do you have? Yeah, Brickable World says, yeah, Tim's really been through it lately. Amazing actor.
He is an amazing actor. Like,
Well, nerd, don't believe Sparkyy. They look like an alien. Odelay had a white monster today. Big Rig Toys found him in a UFO. Went to Agartha, met a strange lady. Did you meet Mrs. Dorado? Odelay? Oh my goodness, Brickable World.
Brickable.
Thank you.
Brickable World. Come on,
you
man.
really, honestly, Brickable, you really don't need to do that, man. I know.
Yeah, and if you're gonna do that in my stream,
for you, bro. You don't need to be dropping money on super chats, man. But we really love having you here.
Totally.
Yeah.
She wants to know, did she make you nervous? Stone Rose has a question. Do y'all believe there really are aliens out there?
I absolutely do. I absolutely believe in aliens. I think you'd be crazy not to, honestly. And whether you believe, I mean, I absolutely believe in God with my whole heart too. And I think, you know what? I still believe.
I'm not streaming anytime soon.
Who's to say that God didn't create life somewhere else?
I mean, I'd like to believe there's something there, but also too, like my whole thing with aliens, right, is because people try to be like, "Oh, this alien sighting," and I always think about why would aliens if they have discovered how to travel amongst universes, then why would they care about us? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And also too, you got to think imagine there's an alien and he's up in space and he's looking down at Earth. You've got to think that cars are the leading species, right? That's something I've always thought about. Is because from an alien's perspective, all they're going to see is cars. They're not going to see the humans. So I don't know. I'd like to believe.
Little Nerd says, when are you streaming then, Sparkyy?
I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, and I'm going to be building the Cyberpunk Game Shack from
nice.
Going to be starting that absolutely probably horrendous process. That's probably going to be one of the first sets I do a multi-part stream on.
Oh, you've never done
that one. It's pretty epic.
You've never done a multi-part stream before,
I have never broken up my streams into two. And there's a reason for that.
A minute though, for sure.
It's actually here, wait, I can actually look at it right quick. How many pieces is that Lumi Brick set?
Says there's no way we're the only ones in the entire universe.
No way. Yeah.
No way.
I completely agree.
You're telling me the universe is infinite and we're the only form of life, not even intelligent life, just life?
That's a pretty bold assumption. Like really, that many galaxies out there, and you think we're alone?
You know what's
Really?
crazy is like there was some. Hold on, wait. How many? I just really quickly. I want to see
Hold
how
on,
many.
Rooters. What
Stone
do you
Rose,
mean?
do you believe there are cone heads?
I'm not sure that they are cone heads, but I don't know what they are. You know?
Could
This
literally be anything with different shaped heads.
the Game Shack is 2,500 pieces, and they say it will take 12 hours to build.
Kim said
what
that
they
was
say
a
on the
really
website.
awesome build, but the way those are stacked, sometimes they're a little bit touchy on getting them stacked.
See, the thing is I've always because there was a big YouTuber who did a Lumi Bricks review on what's his name? Coconut Brick Studios. That's what it was. He got sent that Game Shack, and I've been in love with it ever since. So happy to. It's gonna be really jarring though because it's gonna go on the same shelf where all the Wild West stuff is. So it's just gonna be Wild Wild West and then Cyberpunk City.
Ole says not believing in aliens is like taking a handful of ocean water and saying sharks are not real. Daniel, I feel like the Earth is a planet they would avoid on their brochures.
Speaking of,
well, they're not gonna come here because they want like to hang out with us. They're gonna come here to harvest our resources,
or just study us. Just be like what if aliens are and we're just like a safari to them, you know? Like, and if you look over to your right, there's a Dairy Queen. Like, you know what I mean?
Brickable world. I wish it was like cone heads if there are any at all. In reality, it would be way worse probably. The cyberpunk sets are the only thing that makes me jelly for Lumi Bricks, says Daniel.
Yeah, no, they have some pretty cool themes. I really do. I mean, they'll never
really
have
good.
like the big IPs, you know, like Lego does, like Star Wars
watch
and
the
Harry
day
Potter.
Lumi Bricks gets a Star Wars set.
So you know how you've seen the Snoopy set, right?
I have.
Did you know that Fantasy had that IP before Lego bought it for a lot more money?
Oh, did they?
Yeah, Fantasy had the.
Oh no! Sets. I've made a great error.
Oh no!
Tiger's having more chocolate. Trying to be more hyper.
Trying to be more hyper?
Little nerd. Daniel, honestly, yeah, they just weave around Earth. Oh yeah, the Milky Way. It's gorgeous. Maybe just avoid the third planet from that big star. Odele says no Mr. Rado yet. Laugh out loud. So your trip to Agarthia didn't pan out for you today. I'm going to be hyper all over again in a few short minutes.
What was I saying?
Jennifer Crosby, welcome in.
Hey, Jennifer.
Philin, welcome in.
Welcome, Philin.
Jedi Brickman, I don't know if I told you hi. I saw you earlier. Sorry, welcome in.
Oh, Rudy's right here.
So here, I have a question for you guys. Actually, you know, while it's on my mind, I saw. I don't know if you've seen necessarily, but have. I don't know if you guys knew, but the next line of CMFs got leaked.
Yes. I think it's a really awesome set.
What happened? What are we laughing at? Are we laughing at me? Am I dumb?
Rudy's moving the camera.
Gotcha.
No, I think I like the tuba player, and I like
the Bionicle cosplayer or whatever.
I was gonna say the Monster Hunter, but I think the Bionicle cosplayer is gonna be super popular. I think the Unicorn Elf one is gonna be really popular. Oh gosh, the Chocolatier that comes with that little chocolate dragon. I could see that one being pretty popular as well.
Tina says maybe she's on the Ninjago planet, Odele. She ate chocolate. Stone Rose says, I just got done watching the movie Coneheads. Tina just got to make a ninja UFO to find her, Odele. Workable World. Odele, it's up to you to build a Mr. Otto.
Uh-oh. I might be boned here. Oh, nope, there it is. All right. Woo! Thought I was missing a piece.
Too much chocolate makes Tiger ornery. She's got a slightly dairy intolerance.
Nerdlight. No, wait. Is that the Hogwarts Castle? Yeah, that's Hogwarts Castle behind
Yeah,
them.
this is the big one.
That is that is still to this day. That is so much cooler than anything I've ever put on my display. That is, I love that.
It
whole
takes
thing.
up a lot of room. I'm not gonna lie. It's a space commitment to have this thing on display.
It's a nice backdrop.
I love it though. I really do. And they're coming out with the East Wing, and then when they come out with that, I think they'll probably come out with that before they do the Back to Hogwarts event in September, and that will be their big direct to consumer set maybe for the year.
Oh yeah.
It's hard to say, but yeah, the East Wing is supposed to be our next big section for the Hogwarts Castle.
Stone Rose says they won't come here because we're crazy people.
Who's crazy people?
Apparently, Earthlings.
Earthlings?
Bet Justin's at work. He loves talking about aliens. Well, we'll have to remember that for another Terror Time live stream.
Do an alien
talking about aliens. I want to hear Justin's.
I almost envision him being like the guy from Ancient Aliens, like with the crazy hair and the suit. Like,
how are you doing today, Philin? Jennifer, everyone, Tina, just bad. Oh, he loves them. I read that one already. Laugh out loud. I don't do long distance relationships. Tina, it will never work on Planet Ninjago.
I don't know if it's coming up on my end or not, but is Rudy whining?
He is, yeah. He wants a.
That is okay.
Every time we go live, he's like, "Oh, I can get a biscuit."
No, because I'm asking because Luna, my dog, she's actually sitting behind me and she's also starting to whine. So I'm like, I'm like, what's going on?
Oh, what happened, puppy? Get down! No, get down! Get down!
Ooh, what'd you do? What did you do?
You don't have to jump up. You don't have to get up there. You can just have your treat. What happened, puppy?
Did he slide?
I don't know.
Did he cha-cha slide?
He didn't. Maybe no more having him get up there for him.
Gotta open up the light kit.
Okay, buddy. Dish. Yeah, Rudy is really into cinematography.
He's the director. I mean, he works pretty hard.
Stone Rose says, I would like to live the life of a Jedi.
Well, it's up
until that one point.
Well, nerd,
up until that one point, though. Yeah. No, that is true. Yeah, Luna's godmother is Nerd Life. That is right.
Okay, buddy. Come here. What'd you do?
Oh, you already want me to do electrical stuff. I forgot that this is an electrical set.
You okay?
Okay, wait a minute. What the heck are you talking about?
You know what stresses Dad out when you get injured. You gotta stop.
Oh, where did I put my Lumi Bricks branded tweezers? There they are.
Rudy did not step on a Lego. I don't know what he did. Tiger, slow down on the chocolate. You're good.
You guys want to hear some?
Just Ninjago, welcome in.
I know my life recently has been tragic, but you guys want to hear something actually tragic? My cat knocked over my station wagon. Or not the station, the wagon set from Lumi Bricks.
Oh, your stagecoach?
Yeah, the stagecoach, that's what it is.
Oh man.
Which that's honestly, everything set aside, that's the real tragedy here, Like that's the worst thing that's happened to me all week.
Wow.
But
says I finally got
thankfully,
the Funko
Pop.
yes.
None of the wires broke, so that was good.
Oh, that's good.
It was just a pain to put back together because all the wires are integrated into the bricks, and then you got to like manhandle it. I almost got to a point where I was like, I'm just gonna chuck the thing and build something else out of it.
Oh,
but no, I overcame and persevered.
Lego, it's a pain in the butt to put back together, but all things aside, unless pieces are broken or you lose a bunch of them, it's generally just an investment in time to put it back together. I went to Agartha and met Jakub, the scientist who created humans, to give me the key to Agartha. Guess who that was?
Oh, that was John Powell. Wait, no. Oh no, that was Odelay.
Tiger, it's like my 4th piece of chocolate tonight. I might tone down the dairy since
Yeah, maybe ease up on the chocolate. You be bouncing off the walls, Tiger.
We are having a block party, a merry Lego gathering for Cool World.
Heck yeah. Brickable built the Green Goblin set the other night. That would actually look like
First live
cool build.
ever.
I wanna
first live.
I saw this thing on Reddit this morning, and it was someone actually, because I looked up some stuff about the Cowboy camp because I wanted to have talking points, given the fact we love Lumi Bricks here, and wanted to kind of sell the set, maybe get you guys a sale or two. But I found something on Reddit. Someone took the lighting out of this set and put it because it has these pieces in it, these orange and red pieces, and someone took them out and put them in the eye of Sauron, like in the red and orange eye of
Cool.
Sauron.
Oh.
And I guess because I don't know if they coded it or if these two. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But these two lights were flashing in it, and it looked like fire. It was awesome. It was the coolest thing I ever saw. If I can remember who the creator of it was, I will find that. But it was actually the sickest thing I saw.
Odelay says, yeah, John is
Tommy Bricks, welcome back. How you doing?
Hello, JK.
Hey, welcome back, Tommy.
Welcome back, Tommy.
You know how we always say too, how the Lumi Bricks figs are not
They're
the best.
They're
Yeah.
trash.
Yeah, they're trash. Well, I finally someone 22 likes, by the way. I don't know if you guys are keeping up on
thank you guys.
that, but I don't know if you guys have the right number on the hat, but there was these like we always say, like, oh, the Lumi Bricks figs, like, like, definitely if you're gonna buy it, don't buy it because it has figures. That is not a selling point here. And I was talking to a buddy of mine, and he finally found a use for the Lumi Brick figs. And when I asked him what it was, he was like, "Well, if your brother wants to, like, if your little sibling wants to play with some figs, give him these ones, and then you won't care if they get ruined or not." And I'm like,
that's what
genius.
we always send our
mini
dolls to her nieces because we don't really care for the mini dolls, but her nieces love them, so we always send them to them.
Yeah, I know.
Lumi Bricks figs, like, we're not really into them, but my dad, he loves them. He's like, oh, I think they look great.
He just doesn't care.
Well, cool. We'll put them in your Wild West town then.
Well, he was talking about populating his town with our minifigs, and I'm like, just give him the Lumi Bricks.
Well, I bought a bunch of the extra, like, web slingers from the Spider-Man CMF because they all had, like, the little gunslinger belts and everything, and so I was like, oh, those will be cool for my dad's Wild West town. So I got like 6 of those extra ones, and they have the little pony too, which I guess he's got the
Hypernova Steve, welcome in.
Hey, Steve.
Tommy says I'm good, and dinner was too. Are you made out of Lego Royal? Because you're a real stud.
Oh.
Little Nerd Tiger, I subscribe to you. I'll monitor the chocolate eating. Do Lumi Bricks go to Brandy's nieces? They haven't yet, no. They might. They might go to Royal's dad too. We're deciding.
Oh, this is a really confusing. I'm really stumped here.
We do not have any sport Lego, although we did see the soccer ball the other day. That was actually pretty decent.
As far as they had the new trophy, aka the turkey leg, and then they had the soccer ball, and between the two of them, I definitely thought the soccer ball looked better.
Yeah, the mini dolls are the Friends minifigs.
Oh, I guess they weren't ready.
Before I do any of the mods I have planned, I'm going to sort out bricks first. Probably a good plan. Brickable World, you must be a 1x1 brick because you're a total stud through and through. Tiger says, oh no. John, actually, I was sitting here thinking, I hope Odelay doesn't talk about the stuff about our own girls. This could be the problem.
No, he needs to find a girl that it's okay if he talks about Lego around her. Because if he
Yeah, that's
doesn't,
what
then
I
it
mean.
won't
That's
work.
really
It's
what you
not going
got
to
to
work
do.
out. What's that?
That's really. I mean, that's really what you got to do. I mean, honestly, I hid my my Legos from Mrs. Studs until it was too late. So, uh, yep, can't back out now.
When she,
I got you.
she's like, "Oh my god, it's
No.
worse than I thought."
Hey, she's embraced it really well from what you've told us, though. She's
Yeah,
just
no,
become
and
your
now,
agent. That's all.
yeah, no, that's the next step. Is I'm just gonna have a brandy of my own. But I mean, every Lego person dreams of having someone who supports their addiction. So,
Little nerd brick bull. Did you look these up, or are you coming up with them on the spot?
what now?
Brought pretzels up to my room, and my parents said, "If the food doesn't go up to my room." Odelay, no, I saved the torture for public audience, John. The soccer ball is amazing, but it kind of makes me wish they'd do more creative micro scale stuff.
I thought that the soccer ball. I saw some new like soccer minifigs, like Messai and another one, and I thought that those ones were probably going to come in the soccer ball, but I guess they don't. So, does anybody know what set those ones are coming in? Oh, I need the little. There we go. Thank you.
Oh, this goes in there too.
Oh, I guess. So you've seen the Sauron helmet, right?
I have. Wow, that is really on there.
I guess they're gonna give us a like F1 driver helmets as well.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. I think they're gonna be like $90, but yeah, we're gonna get some race car driver helmets.
That doesn't excite me at all.
No, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really all that into the F1. Like the F1 CMF series, I didn't even consider those minifigures. We each got one just to kind of check them out, and we didn't get any of the rest of the series.
He really wanted to just race them on his.
Yeah, they do fit on Hot Wheels track, which is pretty cool. FYI, if you have any of those.
We raced them a couple times. That was about the highlight of them.
Did you get any of those, Sparkyy?
I'm sorry. Sorry, what? I'm sorry. I'm looking
the
for
little F1. They were calling them the CMFs, the little F1 collectible minifigures.
The ones that that
weren't really minifigures.
I've not. Am I missing a piece, or am I just like dense?
Need bucks. Because Odelay, if they don't like Ninjago, they're not the one. Tiger, I don't have a real life boyfriend, so now I'm trying to win over my crush to get him to as a boyfriend. I don't think it will work because he thinks he has a girlfriend already. I think he has a girlfriend already.
Well, maybe he doesn't.
John, not the Lego stuff, but the other crazy stuff. Odelay, I don't need her to be into it. Just accept it. That's fair. It's better when she's into it, though. Tommy says, I'm only 2 subscriber away again. I can stream. Let's get Tommy Bricks to 50,
he hit
guys.
50, and then he dropped back down below again. Oh, sorry. I forgot you're building minifigs.
And I don't have the book to tell me what's who.
So this is your 3rd Lumi set now, right, Sparkyy?
Yes, this is. I must be silly or something, because I am definitely missing a piece.
It might be in the bag with the minifigs. Has a lot of those.
Yeah, I'm looking in there, and I don't see one that fits. What maybe in the. Do I need to open bag 2 yet? No, doesn't look like I need to open bag 2.
I got Tommy. Give me 2 seconds. Little Nerd and Tiger having the battle of wills on the chocolate.
Awesome, just Ninjago.
Tiger, Brick Together. I saw you in Moments of Magic live stream yesterday.
Yeah, I did. I stopped in there for just a little bit. I was like, well, Odelay and Tiger have both mentioned.
What page are you guys on? What step or page?
40. I'm on step 40.
40. Do you guys have a 4x4 tile here? On like I don't know how to describe where it is. Like right next to
a 2x4.
A 1x4 right here. I want to see if I'm just missing a piece or if that's just a mistake or something. Right here.
Boop boop. Oh, I'm not there yet.
Because I'm on.
But I think
I'm
that
on
piece
page.
is
I'm
in
on
F. That's in the F bag. I'm pretty sure.
Well, because I thought that too, but then this piece it says it goes like other places, and I don't see another one unless I might just be silly. I don't know. Or maybe I dropped it. I don't know. Well,
I thought more women were getting into Lego because of the botanical sets. I have no idea how hard it is to date these days.
Oh, I found it.
Ironically enough, we went to the Lego aisle at Walmart one day, and then all these, what did you say, early 20s?
Yeah.
Guys walked into the Lego aisle, and they were all like excited going into the Lego aisle, and we figured, oh, they're going straight to Star Wars, but no, all of them straight to the botanicals, and they were raving about the new botanical sets that were coming out, and I was just like, not what I was expecting you guys to go for, but cool.
Good for you.
Little Nerd says, oh, well, Odelay says 8 more minifigures until season 3. Ninjago's gonna sub to Tommy. Thank you. Little Nerd's trying to find Tommy's channel. Hyper enough, don't need to eat more chocolate. Little Nerd, I'm a proud woman and love Lego. However, botanical sets are not my favorite. My favorite sets are pirate sets.
I love the pirate sets. Yeah, clearly. I mean, my first ever Lego set was the Forbidden Island from 1989.
So Brickable World, if you subbed with your alts, that's when they clear them out, they clear out alts.
Yeah.
So that's probably why you thought you'd subbed already, because they took them off. Tina subbed to you, Tommy. Thank you, Tina.
Oh, that should have put him back up at 50 then.
Jennifer, I've been listening to The Wrong Side Out on repeat.
You're at step 41. Is that the one you're looking
for? I found the tile. It was in the bags that I didn't empty fold. Don't you hate when that happens? When you have
anytime it's like a piece for like a wire, it's usually on that bag F.
Yeah, it's no, it's not. It's not the one with the holes in it. It's just a normal 1x4 dark tan tile. But I always hate when that happens. Like just when I'm building Lego, and then like I accidentally like don't do a great job of like dumping the pieces out. So then there's one in the bag, and then I have to go and look for it, and it's just the whole thing. But
it's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
Tiger says, how many times have you listened to that, Jennifer? I've listened to it a lot of times, but I don't know how many I've lost count. Subbed on our main too, Tommy. Thank you, Tina.
Oh, very cool.
All right, I will. Since you wait, what? Okay, hold on. I have way too many extra pieces right now. Hold up.
It says maybe they were florists. I mean, it's not bad at the time it got stuck in my head. The one day I forgot what it was, but it stuck in my head at least once.
It is something I have to get used to with Lumi bricks. Is like the extra pieces are never, because like with Lego, the extra pieces are always like small pieces, you know, like a stud here or like a blaster there, right? But with Lumi bricks, it's like There's an extra plate. There's an extra 2x1.
I think some of that is if you decide not to put the wires in, they give you those pieces. I think.
Maybe or something like that. I'm on bag 2 right now, and I will wait for you guys to.
Haha, they could be fluorescent. I don't
I'm gonna try to
know.
be a good special guest and
I think the Lego hobby is pretty acceptable hobby, and I'm not dressing up like some fursuit or pretending to be a dog. That would be cringe.
Oh, okay, wait. Actually, here's a topical thing. I know everyone talks about it, but given the fact that they've been out now for almost 3 days, how do we feel about Smart Brick?
I haven't gotten a chance to try them yet. Every video I've seen of them, they're just so quiet. You almost can't even hear them. Like, and I guess maybe that
So,
could just be the microphone in the video of whoever's recording them. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't.
I
Did you have
have
an
had
extra
the
1x4?
See, that's what I was saying. I've
Like a light gray 1x4?
Yeah, I have an extra one. These are the extra pieces I have if you want to cross reference.
Well, he says that's like me talking to Royal. So I guess you're pretty into pirates. Little nerd, I found you Tommy. There's too many Tommy Brick channels.
So I'm gonna make a video
that's
on
quite
it.
a few more than I've got 3. I've got a 1x stud. I've got a 1x cheese slope.
See that I'm trying to find out where I missed it.
And then the 1x4 is the one I'm like, okay, did I forget
that's
that
what
somewhere?
I'm saying. I'm trying to figure out
One's
where
in there.
I'm
That's part of this base here.
trying to figure out where I'm missing one, but I don't see it. I mean, hey, it's fine. If it looks right, it lights up. Who gives a dang? Is what I say.
I'm so OCD. When we built the detective agency, I put I had the right piece just in the wrong color because I put the right color in somewhere earlier, and I was like,
both would have been hidden.
Yeah, I was like, whatever.
But he wouldn't.
It's got to get changed. Sorry.
So here's the thing too about Smart Brick is I have a friend who, unfortunately for him, and fortunately for me, actually bought some of the Smart Brick sets. So I have had the
Jennifer, have you ever?
I want to say I want to say I've had the fortune, but let's be honest here. I've had the misfortune of using the Smart Brick sets, and let me tell you, I'm not going to spoil it too much because I want to save it for the video. But like
you did get a smart set.
Yeah, no, because he bought my friend. He bought the Darth Vader TIE Fighter. He bought the Cantina, and he bought the Yoda's Hut Dagobah training one.
Oh
wow! And so yeah, so he got those ones, and I was playing with them. I'll be real honest here. I was playing with them, and they
don't even make Star Wars sounds, John says.
Yeah, they because here's the thing, right? I've always like frowned on the Smart Brick sets, but I'm always like maybe they feel better in person, maybe it's just like the camera and like maybe it's the audio in the room that it's in, and maybe it's not a fair representation. Let me tell you, those sounds are just that bad. Like they actually are so much worse in person somehow. They actually lowered my expectations seeing them in person. It was so jarring, especially Yoda when you put him up. Not to mention too, and this is the thing that I thought was really really strange is that Master Yoda. So like here, actually, what? I can grab a Yoda. I can grab a Yoda right here. So Master Yoda, right? This guy right here. We all know him. We all know him. He's got those little tiny legs.
What's up, Alex?
We all know Master Yoda, right? Well, they gave Master Yoda the mid legs. So, or not? No, that's the wrong Ahsoka. They gave him the mid
those are the
leg.
short ones that don't bend, right?
Yeah. So, like every Yoda ever has had, the legs that are short that don't bend, but they gave him these ones. The ones like here, the short posable legs, right?
Oh.
And and it's so ugly to look at. And like I know why they did it. It's because the smart brick system. So here's actually something I will give the smart brick. I will give them some credit for. You can take apart the minifig. Like you can take the legs, the arms, and the hat
The whole
piece off.
torso. I thought the torso you couldn't take
The
the
torso and
arms
so
off the torso
the
or the head. It was
yeah,
fixed to it.
so I thought it was just gonna be like you can't take it apart. All of it's gonna be glued and like posable or whatever. But no, it's all the whole system of the smart play stuff fits in the torso and the hip piece of all the minifigs. So you can take off the minifigs, legs and arms and such, and the head even, and you
Oh,
can still
you can take them apart.
yeah. So like you can like for example like let's
Those
pretend this is
deep
Smart
Star
Leia.
Wars.
So, and again, too, it's like even with Smart Leia, they gave her normal legs instead of this awesome dress piece that they gave us in 2023 or 2020, whenever that X-wing came out. It's just I will give them credit for that because like with the last time they tried to put electronics in Star Wars minifigs,
That
you
was
couldn't
with
take a
the light up lightsaber
yeah,
ones,
the light
wasn't
up
it?
lightsabers. You couldn't take those minifigs apart. And I will give rare Lego W that you can take apart the figure and maybe throw it in the dumpster faster if you take it apart. But
Skywalker
it
says, generalizing a large group of people who enjoy a hobby is not very great. I mean, I think I can agree with that statement a lot of the time, Skywalker. Sometimes, I mean, I guess it depends on how you're generalizing them. Met some furries at RenCon once. They were so chill. I don't know how they survive in those suits in the heat, though. That's
respect to them.
Jedi Brickman. He's got a whole big Lego city, and he wants to do a nightclub and use all the Series 28 CMFs and call his nightclub Furries
Heck
and
yeah.
have all the costume fan figs in there.
Yeah.
Certain bricks touching that'll make you have weird noises. Oh, that's weird.
So here's another thing. I will actually start with what I like about Smart Brick. With one of them being, I like that you can take apart the minifig. I think that is a step up. I also like that because of the Smart Brick stuff, they finally, after 27 years, made R2D2's head spinnable because they put it
Oh,
on a
it's
one
not just
stud.
locked in on the 4 studs.
Well, yeah. So if we look at again, because I got all these minifigs right here. If you look at R2, that's fixed in place. Like you can't move that at all. But what they did is they made a new molded body piece, right? Uh,
Oh, where it's got a single stud in the center for it to pivot
yeah.
on.
So he can spin. So that's good. However, they immediately undid that because they gave him a flat back to put the smart tag on. So it immediately
Gotcha.
kills it.
Well,
Which
Tommy says R2D2 sounds better than the smart brick.
that is true. I mean, I agree with everything you're saying right there. And also too, I didn't get to use this.
Hello, beautiful people.
I didn't get to use this obviously, but I did think it was cool how if you put the smart brick on the back of the Emperor's throne in the dual set, and then you put the Emperor in the seat, it actually plays a more fuller rendition of the Imperial March, like the
Oh,
dun
okay. It
dun
does play
dun
some.
dun.
Is it how
So
like the volume though? Is it like when you actually see it in? Because all the videos I've seen of it, it just seems like it's so quiet. You can barely
Well,
even hear
so
the
so
thing.
here's what
Like,
I'll say, right? In the case of the Emperor's throne, you can actually kind of hear it pretty well. But that's really only because you're not like sloshing around other mechanical stuff trying to like because the problem, right?
I did
The
start back too
issue
if you're interested.
wait a minute, what am I doing wrong here? The thing that is like wait, what? I'm so confused on what I'm doing wrong here.
oh, thank you for stopping in, Ultrix. I know I'm a little behind on chat. Makes weird noises. Totally.
He's commenting about
Something
eating
happened to
the
me
smart
today when I
bricks.
was shaving my legs. Huh.
But so
For people who wear free
Bye,
suits.
German. Bye, German.
Because the reason the smart brick stuff is so just laughable is because they showed it off in the cantina, and you can barely hear it. You can barely make out what even it's trying to be. I am so stuck on this step right here.
Thanks
It
for
is like
stopping in, German. I know it was just
like
for a
doing some
minute,
critical
but we
thinking right
appreciate it.
now.
I left yesterday and the conversation was about the smart bricks, and I joined today and we're talking about smart bricks again.
I mean, it is the hot topic.
Lego masterminded quite a brilliant campaign, LOL. They've definitely got everybody talking about it, Alex. For
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, it is definitely a hot topic.
I don't know what you all are talking about. Smart bricks is peak. Lego, and I can say for a fact I'm not getting paid to say this. I mean, I think that the smart bricks, I think a lot of people that in the AFOL world don't like them, but I think ultimately they're not necessarily geared towards AFOLs. They're made for kids,
What?
which
Am
all
I
these adults are losing their minds. It's like, well, it's not really made for you, but it's not really priced for kids is my problem with them.
Well, yeah, as a parent, I wouldn't want to spend that kind of money for my 7-year-old to
I
have
gotta be.
that set.
What is going on right now? I gotta be missing something right now because I'm like,
Brickable says, I just hate the sounds. If they use some real licensed sound, it wouldn't be as bad as it is, he says.
Well, so here's another thing too, and I learned this online. So I'm no tech whiz, so I don't know how much or little this is, but someone like looked at how much data is actually on the smart brick, and it's about 264 like bytes of data. I don't
Oh yeah,
know.
there can't be much on there.
I don't know how much that is. I don't know if that's like a laughable. I don't know. I'm not trying to sit here and be like I know what that means, but that doesn't sound like because I've never heard of something be referred to as a byte. You know, as a singular byte. I've heard megabyte. I've heard gigabyte. I've never heard byte.
Right.
So, but I don't know. I mean, I think the smart bricks. I just think they're very silly, and I think they should just be a thing that shouldn't have started in Star Wars.
Well, that's
I
what
think
John Powell says to Senior Briccacino, or I'm sorry, to Senior Briccacino. It's not a brilliant marketing when we're all talking about how much they suck. That doesn't sell products. In Lego's case, though, I kind of feel like it still does. Like everybody was talking about how much they hated the Crocs, and those still sold out. And
But how many did they make?
That's a good point. They might
Did
have
they
only
make like
made
200?
well,
And yeah, they sold out.
Yeah.
But if
See,
they
here's
made
the thing, right?
20,000, that's another story.
You're gonna have a bunch of people who are going to buy, but I think what we need to be looking at with the smart, especially with the smart brick stuff, we shouldn't be looking at how much do they sell in the first week. We should be looking at like how much do they sell in the next month. You know, how much when all this hype and the next sets come out and like the next thing, right? And honestly, you know what? And again, I will give Lego some credit here. Their marketing is on point because, like, think about it, right? They in October or September, October, come out with their first $1,000 set. 5 months later, now they're doing this. And again, I will give them credit. They are really staying in the media, but
well,
for
that's
all
what
the
Senior
wrong reasons.
Briccacino fired back with. He's like, I gotta say, John, if the smart brick is living rent free in this many people's heads, then I would say yes, indeed, it is a marketing job well done. And
It's a good marketing job.
That, I agree with him from that standpoint. I mean,
because I mean, like, hey, you know what?
having a
You guys
product
talking
get
about it.
talked about is half the battle.
What's the rule? Any publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, even bad publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, something like that. I just
licensed song. I feel like Lego reviews would have the chance to be immediately shadow banned or demonetized. Oh, that's a good point. Daniel Reed brings up the fact that if you would get a copyright strike on every reviewer that reviewed the set. I don't know if you would, Daniel, because I think as long as it's less than 15 seconds long, do you not get a copyright strike on it? Or I'm not sure how that works, Daniel. That is an interesting point, though. Hot topic where? Saying earlier, actually nicked myself on the back of the foot while I was shaving my legs. Oh man, that stinks, Tiger. I'm sorry. One's really not a great set. They put Greedo on it and it didn't add Han.
Yeah. So,
oh, they changed the Canadian one or the Cantina one. Oh, I'm sorry.
I wanted to talk about that because I think this is so funny.
Getting the music
because you know what. So okay, every Cantina that's ever came out has always had Han and Greedo. You've always gotten that because that's like one of the most iconic first scenes of Star Wars.
Yeah, Han shot first.
Yeah, exactly. Greedo says McClunky and then shoots him, right? So, but what's crazy to me, right? So it's what $70, $80, something like that for the Cantina, and then on top of that, if you want Han Solo, it's gonna be another $100. So we're at about 180 right now. Then, if you want a smart brick, which the cheapest one you can get is in Darth Vader's TIE Advance for $70, so that's about $230-ish. And you know what the best part about that is there's even in the Greedo and Han booth, even if you spend all that money, there's nowhere to put a smart brick to like have that scene play out. So even if you buy all that, the best you can do is just put the smart brick near them, and they'll talk to each other. And it's insane. It's
but
crazy.
You don't get a blaster noise with one of the smart bricks.
No, you don't. You just get.
Daniel says,
nothing.
It's priced for rich kids, but to be fair, Lego was always out of price range as a kid. Yeah, I remember as a kid, I didn't have a ton of Lego sets, but because Lego was kind of an expensive toy even when I was a kid, but it was one of my favorite toys.
Lego, see, here's the thing, right, too? Lego was pricey back then, but the problem is with Lego is that there was pricey stuff, but there was also stuff that was like the small window of entry. Like, like back then, battle packs were $10. You could get 4 decent figs for the time for $10. Nowadays, that's kind of changed with the Mandalorian
that hasn't
speeder
really
bike.
changed. That's kind of been just the norm since we've gotten back into the hobby.
I mean, I can only really talk for Star Wars.
I've heard a lot of people make that complaint where they're like, gosh, a battle pack used to not be $20, $25, $45 in some cases, like.
And look at what inflation's done all over the place. It's not just freaking Lego.
Yeah, and
you have to look at where we are as a society and the inflation that we're seeing in the grocery stores and all of that. Why would Lego not be inflated too?
Yeah,
and I think
Frigacino says that's what Lego loves doing, making things for kids, but then pricing them out of it at the same time.
And I think you can always make the argument that inflation, I think everyone understands that inflation, but then there's sometimes where it's like, okay, is it inflation or are you just trying to squeeze getting as much juice for the squeeze?
But they're not beyond getting inflated as well. Like some of their sets, it's like, okay, you're just gouging at this point because you have the ability to, but some of it is inflation. You can't, and plus, if they're offering free shipping on everything, those boxes get spendy to ship. I don't care who you are.
Oh yeah,
like no. It cost us $18 to send a small pound package to Canada. Like they're sending big old Lego boxes that weigh however much they weigh, and they're offering you free shipping after $35. That's still something there too.
Yeah, and I think also too the main complaint about Legos
getting a break
because here's my take on the whole
Jennifer.
Lego.
Thanks for tuning in.
Jennifer. My whole take on the Lego expensive thing is you cannot blame it all on Lego. There's inflation. There's a few months ago, there was like the tariffs, and there was, all these different factors, right? But then the thing because here's the thing, right? Lego has complete control of their product. They always like to like be like, oh, like this was, but like no, they have almost 100% control of the product, unless it's something that Disney is like, hey, don't come out with sets right now because this show's coming out at this time and we don't want people.
Oh,
And like that was a thing that happened with the Skeleton Cruise ship. That came out way before because there was a miscommunication,
well,
and then
because
they were like, well,
didn't
crud.
I think you were saying that when that set came out, people were like, "What is this?" Like
Yeah, no, because the set came
the
out
set
way
came out
before
before the
the
show did.
yeah, the show got revealed. But the thing is, right, is like no, like I would spend the money Lego is asking for if the product was up to snuff with what the price was. That's kind of the main argument I see online is
And I'm
like,
not saying 100% inflation, but I mean, that's part of it, as well as like the
of
free
course.
shipping. After we started shipping for the channel, and I look at like, oh, for $35, you're going to ship me
Oh
this
yeah,
big old box for
especially
free.
international
And I
shipping.
understand they ship enough stuff that they're getting a big break from UPS or whoever they're shipping through. But they are still paying a handsome price to ship those and give it to you
Oh,
for
of
free.
course.
Oh, like when we
So
get a
on
set,
top
like
of
like
tariffs and
when we got Rivendell, or like you get a big set like that, and it's like if I was shipping this internationally, it would probably cost me $100 to.
oh, I know, like I said,
I mean,
20
I
bucks to
know
send to
Lego
Canada.
has probably got
A
a lot
shipping.
better shipping deals, and
Mhm.
they've they're a well-oiled machine as far as international shipping and all that. But I mean, I'm just saying, like something that big internationally would cost us probably over $100.
Oh yeah, no,
But
I mean like
the
I can't
grievances on the
imagine.
price tag is also made up in other places that Lego they have great customer service. They usually make all their errors
They have
right.
exceptional
They
customer service.
they do
And
the
they
free
do.
shipping and all of that. I mean,
But
there
I
are
also there's a lot of areas where they're just not
yeah,
listening to. Like the
there is.
stickers are one of the big complaints I still hear from everybody, that we hate
You
stickers,
know,
and I
it's
just feel
it's
like
just
Legos
like
just keep doing it because they're cheaper.
it's just I think the because here's the thing, right, too. I think uh the price is like, yeah, it is a small problem, but it's not like, because people, 'cause I'm trying to tell people, get off the price, because if a Lego set is just overpriced, like the Cobb Vanth speeder bike, that's a great example. It's a
35
perfect set.
bucks was way too
It's
much for that
it's a
set.
but let me say this. It's a perfect set with perfect minifigs and a perfect build. And the only problem is that it's 35 bucks, which in today's age is a great problem to have, because a set can go on sale, and a set
I
doesn't like, you don't have to get
Yeah.
discount codes and coupon, like you can get a set for cheaper. But when there's problems, like for example, $650 Venator, and the 6 stickers that come with it don't look like the gray, that's kind of a problem. Or
Yeah.
when you say a captain, when you, again, to the Venator, when there's a $650 Venator and you say this Captain Rex is exclusive, so you make people buy it, and then 6 months later come out with one in a $13 set, that's a bad thing to do. Or in a
Or like where
$1,000
people were
Death
saying with
Star,
the
and
$1,000 Death Star, where like
one
you
figure
could
gets
get better leg
gold molded
printing
legs.
on a $5 keychain than the figs that came in the Death Star.
And exactly, and I think with those, it is completely acceptable to call Lego out, because you should, quite frankly, that is ridiculous. But
It
to
doesn't.
to just to take, because again, I see too many people be like, oh, the price, and it's like, that's not the issue at hand here, really. That's not, because a price can go on sale, a set can go on sale, a thing, like, you don't need the set
Yeah.
right
If
now.
you don't need it right this second, it will go on sale. Like
And
Royal
if
and I are being
you
a little pickier on what we get day one versus like there's a lot of sets we want, but we're like, we can wait on that one and get it on
Yeah,
sale.
like the Cobb
Like
Van
we
speeder
like
bike,
the
I
big
haven't bought that one.
the Hogsmeade Village collector set, but we're like, yeah, I'm not willing to pay
And
$400 for
honestly, like Lumi Bricks, honestly, and again, I'm not just saying this because I'm sponsored by them, but they've really spoiled me with, because all these printed pieces and everything.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
I'm getting spoiled, because now I'm like, Lego, look at this company that's like, I don't know how big Lumi Bricks is on like an actual scale, but like, look at
They're
this company
getting I
that is
think they're
so
starting to
smaller than you.
become like an actual an actual big enough company to where I think Lego is starting to take notice. I think I don't
we
think they're
got
Well,
ever
all of their
gonna.
YouTubers have started, like a lot of us have started doing Lumi, and we do 3 Lumi brick sets to 1 Lego
Well,
set at
lately,
this right
but
now.
I've been really kind of wanting to get Dad's Wild West town going. But yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people are realizing just what a great value it is. They're saying, hey, everything's a printed piece. You get
Which
a light
Lumi
kit
is
and it's like
admittedly
half the
going up in
price.
price now too.
Yeah, I've noticed like well, actually when I looked at the new
I mean,
Wild West
slightly, but they
Inn,
are.
the Wild West Inn I thought was like they are. I mean, they're not, the prices aren't going up quite as much as I
No.
thought. Because like that Wild West Inn, it's still a lot of pieces. I guess I didn't realize it
I
at
mean,
first, but it's almost as many
here's
pieces as the bank.
here's my thing with Lumi bricks, right? Is I almost feel like if like how I always view Lumi bricks, right, is
Marketing and sales are two
imagine
different
if Lego
things.
came out with something like that. That would be like that in, for example, it's like what, $100 and something dollars. Imagine if Lego came out with that. That would be like $400, like $500. Like that would be something exuberant like that. And I think we can, I think I don't know. I just really like Lumi, like looking at Lumi bricks and like, look at these printed pieces. Like that's a beautiful print right
I'm
there.
tired.
And that's just like, it's great. And it's like when you see that and then you look at stuff like Lego and they can't even give us a dual molded leg on $1,000
Yeah.
minifigs, it's like, well, what are we really even talking about here, But
Guys, I'm sorry we've gotten pretty behind on actual chat
yeah,
here.
sorry guys. We've been we're just old man
Remiss.
shaking our fist at the air right now.
I think we got a decent little back and forth going between Alex and John. They're having a difference
Jimmy
in
Jr. just popping
philosophy.
in by. All right. Thank you for popping in, Jimmy Jr. Jimmy, I don't know if you're still here. I know you said you're just popping in, but I have a question. Is your name based off of that one kid from Bob's Burgers? You know what I'm talking about? Jimmy Jr. Bob's Burgers.
I'm
You
not
watch Bob's
sure
Burgers?
I'm not sure where Jimmy based his name off of. Cinnamon buttercream, welcome on in. If you're still in here, cinnamon buttercream.
Now I want Cinnabon.
Oh, Jimmy Jr. just popping in. Bye.
Bye, Jimmy.
I think Jimmy was in, or I think he did pop in earlier. Chilling. I'm going to bed soon, but hanging out until then. I saw Tiger say she was getting pretty tired too.
Your name does incite my want for a cinnamon roll, though. Not gonna lie. They are one of my favorites.
QWERTY. Odele says, "Are QWERTY and Sparkyy related? I wish we were, because we would be like the bestest of siblings."
You guys would be a pretty awesome duo.
Yeah, I've wanted to collab with QWERTY. We just haven't we haven't been able to put pen and paper and talk about it. But I have this really good.
I may or may not have taken both of your sig figs and turned them into a Bad Boys 2 poster. At one point.
See, here's what I imagine QWERTY and I, like, if we're in like a thing, I imagine me and QWERTY are like stepbrothers, where it's like, do we just become best friends? Yeah. You want to do karate in the garage? Yeah.
He's like, that's my video, bro. It's my video.
You want to go do karate in the garage?
So we have a video.
25. Oh, let's go. Thank you, guys.
What the?
Oh yeah, we'll put tennis ball in the hat.
I know she's not here, but no, Royal took a video of Rudy sniffing out an elk that was close by at a motel we were staying at, because he was just kind of leery looking at him, and then he put it to that soundbite.
He got off his I had him on a leash, but then he jerked and got away, and then he didn't like freak this elk out. It was just like a little calf, but still, you don't really want to allow your dogs to go up to wildlife like that. So I was trying to get him to come back without like yelling at him and freaking this elk out anymore. But
glad the two biggest Lego Trekkies. Wait, what does that mean? Lego Trekkies? I'm not up to
No, he's
date.
calling you a Trekkie because
These actually look like hot
he
dogs.
knows that Star Wars fans aren't Trekkies. That's Star Trek fans, but he's trolling you.
Oh, okay. Oh, Star Trek. Okay, that makes sense.
Legitimate
you were just out.
hot dog colored glizzies.
I was literally about to say, have you guys gotten to that part? Because that's awesome. I love that.
Like most of the time, they're not that color, so it actually looks like a legit hot dog.
You know, I will say too, like this color for these pieces. First off, half of these don't even exist, but also too, the pieces that do exist in this color are like $3 sometimes. So I'm just saying, if you guys want some, relatively speaking, like cheap. Like honestly, I think if you could probably
Are
take
those the
the
elephant
pieces,
tails, or what do they call those ones?
I think they're like that.
you could take.
That for a minute.
Oh wait, there's multiple glizz. All right. Yeah, no, I've been wanting to
I'd
collab
say
with.
Lego throws an awful lot at their marketing. It's just whether it's successful all the time. And I would say
you're
that
never going to be 100% marketing.
Yeah.
Like you're going to everybody has such a different taste. That's the thing about marketing. Like some of it might be in small niche and some of it might be a huge conglomerate of people that you reach. It's just
different things are going to appeal to different
different
people.
strokes for different folks.
But
Like,
getting people
Okay, I'm
aware
gonna
of a
steal this
product, I
tree
think, is
design
half the
first
battle.
off.
And
I'm stealing this for Mox.
oh heck yeah,
This is a great tree design. Look at that. It's like using a hot dog piece to get the shaping.
Welcome in. Not going
But
for the big presses though.
yeah, but yeah, no, me and QWERTY want to collab. I've had an idea that I've needed to bounce off of his schedule for a while, but I've had this idea of like doing a mock contest between the two of us for like an hour, like see what we can do in an hour, and then the chat judges, and then like whoever loses gets like $1. I don't know, just
like
something.
$1,
just something. I mean, I don't know. I think personally it'd be pretty sick.
Did you ever see that movie Trading Places?
I've not.
Is it Richard Pryor and Dan Aykroyd, where one of them's like a Wall Street stockbroker, and one of them, I can't remember what he does. He's like, one of them's a rich guy and one of them's a poor guy, and they get him to trade places. These two old guys make a bet for $1 that if he picks one guy that he couldn't possibly be a Wall Street like stock trader. And then those two, they like figure out that these old two guys were in on this bet, and then they turn it around and they ruin the two old guys, and then in the end the one guy gives the other guy $1 just to screw with them and let them know that they knew about the bet.
Yeah, I'm not too versed in that, but
did you ever see like Brewster's Millions?
I have not. No, I'm not a big movie guy, honestly.
Oh, gotcha. Well, you said, did you say you hadn't ever seen Lord of the Rings or read the books?
I have never seen nor read Lord of the Rings, but I am, before the chat crucifies me, I will say that I have started to watch Lord of the Rings. I've only watched like
it's been
I've only watched like an hour. I've only watched like an hour of it, but I have started to watch Lord of the Rings. So,
are you enjoying it so far?
I'd say so. I think I am. This is a good vulture build too. I don't know if you're at there, but the vulture I think it's a vulture, is really good. It's really clever. On him. It's a really clever design, really.
There's one of those on top of the sheriff's office too. It is pretty good.
Yeah, and there's also they have like a bald eagle with the Sequoia Bandit Camp.
You remember Ollie, your friend, don't you?
Let you know when I enter the real world. Oh, come on, John. Come on, Alex. You guys. It's talking about you, Brick Together. Well, oh, what did I miss, Tiger? I'm sorry. I've missed a lot of chat tonight, Tiger. I've missed a ton. I'm really sorry.
I was at least trying.
I know. You were doing a lot better job than I was with the chat, probably. Are there any earthquakes in Montana? Yeah, we do. We actually just had like a 4.5 up in Great Falls a few weeks ago. When it comes to sleeping in bed, it pierced my back. Oh, that was a good movie, Royal. I remember seeing it. Brewster's Millions or Trading Places, Tommy? Oh, Brewster's Millions with Pryor was great. So was Mel Brooks's Life Stinks. I never saw Life Stinks. We did. We had a tornado. When was the tornado that ripped the roof off of the Metro? That was probably 15 years ago.
That was right after you and I got together.
Oh, was it after that?
Yeah, because remember I was taking a lasagna down to my dad for Father's Day the day it happened. And it was after you and I got together.
Punky Brewster. Yeah, no, well that was up in Great Falls. That was a little bit north
3
of
hours
us.
away.
Yeah, 3 hours north of us, Alex. The big earthquake that we're always dreading is the one in Yellowstone National Park. That's the big earthquake that we're really.
When that thing goes up,
yeah,
don't expect us live.
all lives after that one will be canceled, figuratively and literally.
Yeah, that's the super volcano. That's
the Yellowstone caldera.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've got bears and mountain lions and all kinds of stuff. Although, honestly, I'm going to say the wildlife sound a lot more dangerous in Australia with tear time. What's the most dangerous wildlife you guys have, Sparkyy? Where you're at?
Not in Australia.
Squirrels.
Do you guys
Squirrels,
have mountain lions
probably.
there? Or?
The raccoons are crazy. I'll say
the raccoon.
But no, we don't really have anything like crazy in Kansas. The sunflowers are crazy. I'll say that. Sunflowers are insane.
Those big fields of sunflowers, when you catch them during the right time of day, and they're all just like following.
Well, they're freaky. So little dad lore about me is I actually used to work at a place that kept up a massive sunflower field. It was about it was like some relatively like small for what Kansas is, because like in Kansas we really do fit into the stereotype of like sunflowers. You know, like we are the sunflower state. But thing is, right? So I was helping my buddy watch over this massive sunflower thing, and like the thing about the sunflowers, right, is that yeah, they do all. So I was working on one side of the field, and they were looking at me because that's where the sun was. And then I was working on the other side of the field over there that for most of the day, and it freaked me out because I didn't know sunflowers actually follow the sun. I thought they just looked. I thought they looked to wherever the sun rises. That's what that was the extent of my knowledge.
No, they're like a solar panel. They'll move a whole field of
them. So
them.
then I'm working on the side of the road. I'm working on the other side of the field. So all the sunflowers are looking away from me. And then, I'm working on whatever. I'm like working on this thing. And then I look back up at the sunflowers after like a few hours of working on this thing, and they're all staring at me. And I'm like, hey guys, don't hurt me. But
one really bad earthquake and all those sets are going to take a while to put back together. Oh man. If the Yellowstone volcano goes, we're not worried about putting sets back together.
We won't be worried about.
Let me tell you, if there's a tornado that comes through here ever, because we are right in Tornado Alley,
I would imagine tornadoes are probably your biggest.
Yeah, no. If there's a tornado, yeah. If I'm just gonna say, if you live in the area that I live in and you see Lego sets falling out of the sky, you know what happened. It's raining Lego, hallelujah.
Most dangerous wildlife we'd have is a red-tailed hawk in my neighborhood. I have these little tiny drones called a tiny whoop, and I remember I'd be flying those outside, and I actually had a red-tailed hawk like swoop down and try to steal my drone one time.
When we were in South Dakota in that canyon and you flew, like, when that bird and you guys scared each other.
Yeah, no, that freaked me out. When do the Shrek CMF release? I'm not sure, JDW. I can't remember. I'll have to look that up again. I can't remember exactly when those come out.
Use your water bottle.
Well, I was going to take a drink out of my water bottle, so that's why I was trying to use something else.
Yeah, no, the fact that there is a thing called
the
Sparkyy, Dorothy, and Toto.
What's that?
Yeah, no, we have Odele was asking if I know Dorothy and Toto.
Expected to release on September 1st, 2026.
With the squirrels right now in my town. So when Mount St. Helens in Washington erupted, it actually put volcanic ash all the way around the entire planet. It got into the Gulf Stream, and yeah, Mount St. Helens ash went around the entire globe, Odele. So the Yellowstone super volcano erupting would do the same thing, but on a bigger scale, like an apocalyptic scale.
Plus, they said the range of that would be just insanity.
Bananas.
Children of the sunflowers instead of the corn. Jedi Brickman says Sharknadoes are way worse.
That is true. You know, speaking of sharks, I want
Tornado Alley, or I'm writing Tornado Alley, which is a real term, he says.
Yeah, it is. You know, bringing up sharks, I actually wanted to talk about. So I'm starting a new thing in my personal life of watching a lot of movies that I missed out on as like a growing up, like movies that are like either before my time or like I just never watched them. So I was watching a movie. It's a small little indie film. You may have heard of it. It's called Jaws.
Jaws.
Yeah, you may have heard of it. You know, what blows my mind about Jaws is that so for those of you who don't know, I mean, I think everyone knows about Jaws, but for the some of you who don't know what Jaws is, I'll quickly give a little synopsis. Jaws is a movie about a shark that goes nuts and starts like killing people on the beach, and then they decide they need to kill the shark, right? That's what the premise of the movie is. Now, what I think is really funny about Jaws isn't anything in the necessary movie itself, but rather the fact that there's 4 Jaws movies in total. And the reason I think that's really, really funny.
Are you counting Jaws 3D?
I'm talking about there's Jaws 1, 2, 3, 4. Like there's the 4th one's called Jaws 4: The Revenge.
Oh,
and
okay.
What's insane to me about that, right, is that like it's a fish. Just don't go in the water. Like you want to get away from Jaws, just don't go in the water.
Just stay out of the ocean. It's not that hard,
to
not get eaten by a shark. It's really not.
You know, maybe it's just me. You know, maybe my brain. Maybe I just don't. I don't have the necessary skills.
I'm gonna tell you
but
what
if
I
I
tell
see a
all the
kid,
time, it's Hollywood. It's a
so
movie.
if I see a
Alex,
kid,
we used to have a ton of snow, but we didn't get hardly any snow this year. It's really
and the fires have
concerning.
already started.
Yeah, our fire season's already started here too.
So, but my thing, right, is like they keep going to the beach and the shark keeps taking them out. And I'm like, if I saw a kid, if I saw a kid, get in the water, and then that kid did not get out of the water, I'm making a mental note there. Like, just don't go near the water. It's a fish. Jaws 5, guarantee a next Jaws movie, he's gonna be driving around looking for you. That's what it's gonna be.
Driving around.
Yeah, because it's silly. It's a fish. It is a fish. It's just like one of those things, man. It's like, you could have stopped at one. You could have stopped at one, and we all would have been happy for you.
Okay, their turkey leg pieces are a little bit off colored.
Yeah, that's more of an orange. I wouldn't eat turkey if it was that color. I'm not gonna lie. Tommy said, "Yeah,
If your
right
turkey
where I'm
looks
at in
like this,
Washington, there was 8 inches of ash that went up into the stratosphere, and it went clear around the entire Earth." What's Robot Jocks, JB?
I'll be honest. If you're at Thanksgiving and your Aunt Helen tries to give you this
Don't eat
turkey,
it.
do not eat it.
Unless it's Jello.
Oh God, I hate Jello.
That is just a disturbing color for a
There's
turkey
always
leg.
room for Jello.
No, not in my
unless
heart.
Bill Cosby
all right.
tries to give it to you. Oh, I guess that's pudding, not Jello. But you got the Jello and
I don't know.
the pudding.
I don't know. Jello.
When Jaws came out, that's exactly what happened. People in real life stopped going to the ocean from fear.
I remember my dad told me he was watching Jaws for the first time, and he said when the head came out, he said he threw his drink and his popcorn, and he jumped over his seat into the seat behind him.
Tiger, if you're ready for bed, thanks for joining us. Have a good night. Daniel, watch the first Halloween. If doing that genre, also do a Universal Monster movie marathon. Like Dracula and Wolfman and Dismal Man. Frankenstein.
You know what movies I love secretly? I have a secret affinity with those movies, and everyone knows what I'm going to be talking about. Everyone knows what I'm going to be talking about. I love the movies where it's very obvious they just want to try to keep making money off of it, so they're just coming up with new stuff for them to do.
Like Scream 7?
Yeah, like Scream 7. Or I think an even better,
Saw, didn't they do like 5 Saw movies?
Oh, I think they did at least 5 or 6 of those.
I think the best example of that is Fast and Furious, personally.
Oh, yeah.
That is
there
insane.
at least 10 of those?
Well, I finished.
There's
I really liked the first 2, arguably.
And then
awesome.
And then because back then it used to be about street racing and all that. Now it's like, Dominic, we need you to get your car. We need to drive it to the moon. There's a thing up there.
Dom.
You gotta go to the moon, Dominic Toretto. And then you know what he's like? He's like, family. And then he goes and does it.
Yeah, and then they go to the moon.
Snow is melting here. The 9 Nickel Village. Sunshine days are.
Oh, are we okay?
Faster, but we have to go to the doctor's office. Have to work tomorrow. Hope everything's good, Odele.
Are we live still?
Yep.
Stream just glitched out for a second. We've reset the timer. No. It never happened. The stream never happened. It's a figment of everyone's imagination.
Creature from the Blue Lagoon. Tommy Black Hole was a really good movie.
Is it?
John loved Black Hole.
Honestly, this goes in my streams too. If I'm trying to watch more movies, so if anyone has movie recommendations, I will definitely.
We've been watching a few more movies on recommendation stuff. We tried Has Been Hotel show. It was not for us.
My friends love that show. I
watched all of 10 seconds of one. I was like, I'm out. I'm going to bed. Royal actually stomached it through 2 episodes.
Yeah, I was. It's not for us,
but we tried it because people kept saying how awesome it was.
I mean, I think the story of it is not the story, but I think the idea of it, because it originally started as an indie thing, like an indie thing, and then it got picked up by Amazon. So I think like that's cool. But I just can't. I can't do musicals.
Minifigure and call yourself Sensei Royal.
I probably could.
Fast and Furious should have ended after Paul Walker passed, says Brickachino.
Yeah,
that would have been a pretty good ending.
I could agree with that.
I can,
my dad loved the movies. Royal loves the Fast and Furious edits.
I love some of those are super hilarious. Have you seen some of the ones with the Tokyo Drift remixes?
I love the Fast and Furious edits. I think they're really good. I love when they just like edits of old like cartoons and stuff like that.
No,
I think that stuff's
there's
really
like
cool.
a trend going right now where they use the scene from Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift.
Dominic could have saved the Titanic.
the one he comes out of the school and then like Han's like leaning against the orange car
funny.
waiting for him. But people are like having AI like redo it and do all kinds of funny stuff. Like I saw one where like Aladdin's walking out of the school or Jasmine's walking out of the school, and then she gets there instead of Han leaning against an orange car, it's Aladdin on a like floating carpet.
I think I've definitely seen those. Yeah. They
he can fly to the moon, Alex. He could definitely save the Titanic.
Dominic Toretto could have found the cure for cancer. We all know that.
We all know that.
Family.
That's the cure.
Family.
Brickable World. I like Vin Diesel's Riddick.
But
I actually really like Riddick too.
See, that's like just the thing though. It's like they're trying to go for like the stiff, like tough guy, but it just doesn't work because anytime Dominic is that who what how is it actually is his name Vin Diesel? Or what is his what's the actor's name?
Vin Diesel is the actor's name. Dominic Toretto.
You're telling me that Dominic Toretto, the car guy's name is Vin Diesel? That is poetic. Are you kidding me?
They says, yeah, all good. Laugh out loud. Like in Fast 17, and they're going to go underwater with cars and travel to Rainbow Road and ride through a volcano. Yes, totally, absolutely.
We don't have it. We never got any of these watch batteries. We'll have to get one of the other power supplies.
Oh, I have some watch. I got some watch batteries for. I preemptively knew I was gonna buy a bunch of Lumibrick sets, so I got a bunch of batteries for them.
Well, a lot of the other ones don't use this style battery box. They use a 3 AAAs.
You know, I'm gonna. This is a quick little fun fact for anyone who buys Lumibrick sets. If you are someone like myself and you have a bunch of these kinds of like LED remotes, these if you have a bunch of these that you don't use, these are the batteries that would work in these Lumibrick sets.
Oh shoot. I don't know.
I got a bunch right here from all the ones I've bought over the years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a little pro life hack for you.
Need to just order a package of them on Amazon.
Yeah, or just
they're really not that expensive. That's like the thing. Is like you can find them you can find a 4-pack at Walmart for like $5-6 or something like that. They're really not that pricey.
The drifting in Tokyo Drift was actually real.
Was it? I wonder how many cars they cracked up doing that.
Ole says, laugh out loud. Yep, Sparkyy, you're like, Mike, you can accompany him to Steam 7.
What?
I only like good cinema. Scream 7. Mike wants him to go to Scream 7 with him, and he's like, nope.
Somebody in our chat said that they went and saw a screening of it the other day, and they said they liked it, but I think I was.
You know what I saw?
Not really into the Scream movies after the first couple.
I saw a horror movie that I really liked, and I'm not a big horror guy. It's called Iron Lung, and it has kind of been taken over the internet by storm.
Is that the one Jennifer's been talking about? Isn't she making a mock for it?
Iron Lung?
Iron Lung, yeah.
I still haven't heard anything about it other than that.
Well, yeah, somebody in chat has been talking about it.
Yeah, 3 people in chat
Okay.
talking about it. Somebody
I
really,
really
really
like
wants
the
to see
Iron
it.
One.
Somebody else says it's gonna be trash. So we've had a pretty good debate the other day on it.
I can say, as someone who has seen it, it is actually really good.
Is it? Okay.
And this is coming. I know Odelay's hating on me right now because I know he doesn't like it. I haven't even looked at Chap. Yep, there he is, right there. I knew it. I knew he was. I've got you locked in. I'm playing 6D chess with your brain right now. But
6D chess.
yeah, I'm playing 6-dimensional chess because I knew you were gonna say something because I know you don't like it. But it is really, really good. And like it's like a 100% funded by one person. Like there's no studio behind it or anything. And it is one of the better horror movies that I've seen in my life. Granted, I've not seen a lot of horror movies because those scare me and I don't want to watch them. But
Alex says that's how it is in the corporate world. You ask for a raise, and your boss goes, "But we're family." I didn't know I was working with Vin Diesel.
I didn't know I was working with Vin Diesel.
I love when businesses say that. I love when they say that of like, "Oh, we're family. Why would you ask?" It's like I ask my family for money too. You're not special.
Tamagotchi batteries used in key fobs. Oh my god, no, not trash lung. Flame on, says Johnny Storm. Welcome in. Laugh out loud. 6D chess bet.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed the movie, and again, it's coming from someone who's not even
I can't
who doesn't
remember
even
the
like horror
last time I
films.
actually watched a horror movie. I watched them with some friends probably around the time Merle and I got together, but he doesn't like scary movies, and I didn't love them, but I could tolerate them, and now I've gotten out of the habit of watching them, so I don't know if I'd even care to go to one.
Well, I guess it wasn't like a scary movie. Beetlejuice, I guess. Well, yeah, that's not really a scary movie.
No, so that's really annoying with the musical tidbit in there. Oh my god, that killed me. John says the big thing about Iron Lung is that the guy made it for $4 million and it outperformed Hollywood.
There's I don't know if you said you're not much of a gamer, right, Sparkyy?
No, I am not.
So they've got a game that's really big right now called Arc Raiders. Odelay and I've been playing that one, and then they just came out with a new one called Marathon, and they spent over $300 million producing Marathon, and they spent, I think, less than 70 million making Arc Raiders. And everybody's like, "Oh, Marathon's gonna blow Arc Raiders out of the water. Nobody's even gonna be playing Arc Raiders by this time next week." And everybody that went and tried Marathon was like, "Yeah, I'm uninstalling this game and going back to playing Arc Raiders tomorrow."
But yeah, no, I mean,
It's like it was 4 times the budget for that game.
I mean, the thing is with gaming, right, is that everything is so corporate now.
For me,
Like
I'm
you can
too
very
innocent
clearly
for
tell
that.
when a game has like shareholders behind it. And I think a game is best when, I mean, I like my game, you know, I like my video games, but I also like my video games if they follow, basic human decency, like maybe not letting your workers work
Lego Juice Man, welcome
120
in.
hours a week or something crazy like that just to get your game out. But
Yeah. Well, one of the big things I have problem with is a lot of the games they release, they're not done, but the studio has already sank so much money into the game that they're like, "We'll just release it anyway, and then once we get some revenue coming in, then we'll fix the game later and we'll just release an update for it." Like we'll release a patch later. So they
that's not how
knowingly
that
release
works.
broken games all the time, and it just drives me crazy.
Odelay says, literally, Alex, we're like a family. We're a bunch of citizens who share the same shift and who share our same fridge. Alex, speaking of scary movies, Scary Movie 6 is coming in June. Odele says it's scary. Alex says the train is amazing, or the trailer is amazing. Anything the Wayans brothers are selling, I'm buying.
I might go see the new Scary Movie. That one would probably be funny.
Arc Raiders is still going to be amazing, says Odele. Alex, I'm with Royal. Scary movies don't work for me. I'm too innocent for that.
I'm too innocent.
You know, here's a little.
Love the juice, says Lego Juice Man.
If you guys want a life hack for scary movies, and I do this, and I'll admit this now, and if Mrs. Stud's cat, honey, if you're here, I'm gonna have you click off of the stream for like 5 minutes, okay? So, my dirty, is she gone? Maybe she's gone. I don't know. Anyway, my dirty little secret with horror movies, right, is that if I can tell when a horror scene is coming up, you know what I do? Because everyone's looking at the screen, no one's looking at me. I look to the corner of the screen.
Oh.
That way, everyone else screams and I don't scream. So I look stone cold and fearless. And everyone else is screaming. So
I straight up cover my face with a blanket. We were watching Law-Abiding Citizen the other day, and there was a really yucky part, and I'm just like, nope, not gonna watch. Even the noise was like, it was like,
the squelching of him.
I was like, no.
But yeah, no, that's my dirty little secret. Okay, honey, you can click on the stream now if you wanna. Cause I do that, and she always like, wow, how are you so like stoic about it? And I'm like, I'm just good.
Well, yeah, it's like I watch all those medical dramas, and so like there's surgery and the blood and stuff that doesn't bother me. Royal can't stand it. So like when the guy was getting
you just no
in that movie, like Royal couldn't watch it, and like he was just like, I stomached it okay, but like Royal doesn't.
There's just some things that for some reason make me like super duper sad, like a movie. Like there's sometimes when the movie's like has this emotional scene where like like maybe it's a movie about like a war and like a character dies. I can't get emotionally invested with that. But like if there's a movie and a like a dog just gets hurt, like the dog doesn't die, the dog just gets hurt, I am bawling tears for a week.
Oh, I can't watch certain movies ever again. Like Marley and Me, I can't. No, I can't.
Hachi is really hard to watch. I love that movie, but it is hard to watch.
It is a tear jerker. Yeah, I know. But seriously though, if there's any movies about just like a dog getting hurt, I am crying my eyes out until my tears literally cannot cry anymore.
Awakenings is one of my favorite sad films, says Brickable World. Same with another Robin did called Seize the Day. Spider-Man disappearing in Infinity Wars. Royal
that's a sad one.
I gave him I gave it to him almost an hour ago. Thank you, Kathy.
Not that I've seen BW, but I've been getting it since 2024. A new leak of what more barrels. This is a way better $100 bill than Lego does. Rather than just printing $100 on a green tile.
There were so many people that were complaining about the $100 bill in the Goonie set. Like, it's supposed to be a $50 bill. I'm like, yeah, Lego doesn't make those.
I was sad when Popeyes ran out of chicken sandwiches in 2019. That was a real emotional moment.
Yeah, no.
Tear jerker.
Yeah, no. What would American families do?
Our Popeyes closed.
They couldn't staff it.
Yeah, they couldn't keep it open.
COVID tanked another one. Didn't someone get unalived over Popeye's chicken sandwich?
What?
That is, yes, that is a real thing that has happened. Not, I don't know how recently, but it is crazy what people will do over
Popeye's chicken
food. Just food in general, not even like good food. Like Popeyes, I can almost understand it, but like like Chick-fil-A, what are you even doing?
Pursuit of
What are you-
Happiness
what are
was
you
a
doing?
sad movie, totally. It was a good movie though.
I remember one time I was in middle school and we were learning about
Aiden Edits, welcome in. How are you?
Hey, Aiden. You were in
we were
middle
learning
school and what?
Sorry, yeah. During middle school, we were learning about. So we had this English thing, and the English stuff we had to do was we had to basically like take a case. We basically had to like debate, right? But like it was like under the guise of like, oh, you're a lawyer or whatever. Um, and I found, and then the teacher actually, it was kind of hardcore because the teacher used like actual real like public cases, um and it was legit, and I saw one, and it ended up being what I did my project on. But there was this case out of Atlanta, Georgia, where a guy got too much mayo on his sandwich
They just
and
brought
ended
that
up
up in
bringing
in the chat.
and ended up doing a bad thing, is what I'll say
What?
Subway employees
about it.
for going heavy on the mayo, and one passed away.
Yeah, no, literally, that's exactly what I was just talking about. Wait, what the
Yeah.
heck? You like took the words out of my mouth.
JDW had just mentioned that in chat before you started talking about it.
Yeah, no,
Alex said
that's
he was
literally
sad
what
when
I
Dominic
did. Oh
Toretto
my god,
scratched his charger.
JDW, you want to like get a lottery ticket or something? Because you just like read the future. My goodness, that just like blew my mind. What the heck?
JDW has never been to Popeyes. So I don't often write reviews for people, and I am probably one of those people who should write better reviews more often, just because I'm more apt to do a bad review than I am a good one. But
Sure.
we stopped at a Subway in Livingston on our way home. I was starving. I hadn't eaten all day.
I always joke if you want to stop at Subway in Livingston now, because I know the answer is not yes.
I was so hangry, and I was just like, I need food. So we stopped, and the gal was making my meatball sub, and one of the subs rolled off into one of the veggie bins. And the gal behind me had mentioned like, your meatball fell out of the sub, and they only give you like 4 meatballs on those sandwiches, And so I mentioned it to the gal who was making my sandwich. I'm like, can I get my other meatball, please? And she'd already wrapped the sandwich. So then she was all huffy, and she unwrapped the sandwich. By now it's mutilated because she's manhandling this thing. And it's so sauced, and it's so just smushed and just disgusting. Like, you couldn't even eat it as a sandwich by the time she was done with it.
I almost was inclined to like it. If I hadn't seen what her sandwich looked like, I would have been like, maybe that's a little bit of an overreaction. But like, no, she should have just made you a new one at that point.
I was in tears trying to eat this thing because you couldn't even eat. I was in pieces. I had sauce everywhere. I was just crying because I was tired, cranky, and hangry, and this sandwich was just a letdown. And I think the gal behind me knew like the manager or whatever, because she was over there talking to the manager after that all happened and was pointing out this thing to her. But like, I left this most scathing, long-winded, bad review on their thing, and I was just like, I don't normally just let loose like that. But Rose like, what are you writing, a novel over there? And I was just like,
well, yeah, don't they know who you are? You're
I'm rage posting.
Like, I cry when I'm angry, and I was just like, do you want me to go get another? And I'm like, no.
It's the principle of the matter.
It was at that point. It was terrible. So yeah, and now he jokes about stopping there every time we drive by Livingston. I'm like, no,
Yeah,
never
well, I
again.
mean, they should have been on point. I mean, don't they know who you are? You're the credibly acclaimed Brandy from Brick Together. I mean, they.
Well, the thing is, I used to work for Subway, so like the fact
Oh
that I
yeah.
was
even worse.
yeah, and I was like, and I had mentioned that in there. I was like, I used to work for a Subway, and the fact that it's gotten down to this point here is just a sad thing because like we were pretty proud as Subway employees, but yeah, that was
Back
like the
then,
most
being a
terrible
Subway
experience.
employee meant something.
Right. Like the pretty sandwiches we put out. Like
Sandwich artist.
Royal's buddy Clinton's ex-girlfriend, like we were making sandwiches for them to go fishing one time. And she's just slapping meat on the bread and like wrapping it up. And I'm over here folding the pieces of meat and like making them look pretty. And I'm still going twice as fast as she is. And she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I used to work at Subway. Like there's no way I'm just slapping
Expert
meat on this
sandwich
thing."
artist.
Yeah,
Don't
step
worry, expert
aside.
sandwich artist on duty. I got
She's
this.
like, "The boys are just going fishing. It doesn't need to be gourmet looking." I was like, "It's not."
Expert sandwich artist on deck. Don't worry, I got this.
FBS, Federal Bureau of Sandwich. Stepping it. Oh goodness. I don't think I've ever had like a bad experience at a restaurant or at any establishment. Actually, no, there is one. There's definitely one. I don't know
Like
how like.
I blocked it from my memory, but it's coming back now.
Yeah, no, literally. Um, are you guys have like a Longhorn Steakhouse over around you? Do you know what that is?
No.
Do you know
No.
what Texas Roadhouse is?
Yeah, we
Yes.
have Texas
It's like
Roadhouse.
that. It's like off-brand
We
Texas
have some in
Roadhouse.
South Dakota, maybe.
It's like actually, you know what it is? It's exactly like Texas Roadhouse, except they don't have the butter rolls with the
Oh.
cinnamon butter thing.
Oh.
That's exactly what it is. So I it was me and uh it was me and Mrs. Stud's 1 year anniversary, and I was like, let's go out somewhere nice. So we initially were gonna go to Texas Roadhouse, but they had like when we went, they had like a 2.5 hour wait. Like it was
Ooh.
crazy. And so we're like, okay, well, we're definitely not gonna wait 2.5 hours, right? Like that's just not gonna happen. Um, so we were like, what's another like, comparable thing to that? And we were like, okay, what about Longhorn Steakhouse? And our first red flag should have been that there was no one there. We were like there was like 3 people at Longhorn Steakhouse on a Saturday night. So, take that how you will. But
FBI calls that a clue.
hmm, yeah, I'm no Sherlock Holmes, but I think I could have solved the mystery. But anywho, so we walk in and like, it's dead, like there's just nothing going on here. And we're like we're waiting at the front because normally, like, when you wait at the front, someone comes up and is like, "Hi, how many?" Like, like the hostess comes up and like, sees, okay, so we need whatever. So we're like sitting there, and the server comes up to us, or the host server person comes up to us, and they're like, okay, so it's gonna be about a 10-minute wait. And I'm like, I actually am looking at like 30 tables that have no one in them. But we were like, okay,
Okay.
sure. You know what? Why not? I guess. So we are sitting here at Longhorn Steakhouse, and we're just like, okay, they said 10 minutes. Like maybe like there's more service here, and we're just like seeing the one. I don't know what's going on. It's not my job. And now you have to understand too, though. At this point in my life, I've been working at the restaurant I've been working at for about 4 to 5-ish years at this point. So like I know what a restaurant operation looks like, dare I say. Not saying I'm an expert on the matter.
A
And
proficient,
like
you know what a proficient one
I
looks
know
like, and
what
you
a
know
I
what
know
one that's not operating
I
proficiency
know what a
looks like.
unified unit looks like. So, we're waiting for like 10 minutes and we're like, okay. And like we can't find the server. We can't find the hostess or anything. And we're like, because we're rather, timid and shy people, we don't want to cause an issue. So we're like, okay, like it's cool. We will just wait. Right.
Wait.
So, we're waiting and we're waiting and we're waiting. And it's like, oh goodness. I think like actually 40 minutes passed and we're still
40?
waiting. Yeah, 40 minutes passed. And at this point, we should have been like, "Ah, we'll just find somewhere else to eat at this point, right? But we're like, we're here, we've already committed, like let's just get this done,
We've
you know?
waited this long, but what's a little bit
Yeah,
longer?
we've already invested our time into this. So then after an hour
What?
of us sitting here but mind you, again, this restaurant is empty. It is empty. I can hear the sports game on the televisions. Like
That
that's
never
how
happened
empty
in
it.
Texas Roadhouse.
Never, never. And so I'm like,
I love
and so
that
finally he
place.
seats us. He seats us, and he's like, yeah, he's like kind of rude. I'm like, maybe not rude.
I'm
Rude's
sorry to
maybe the wrong word.
inconvenience you by
He's like,
patronizing your establishment.
well, like he's like, so like he comes to the table and he's like, okay, so what will you be having? Like really, just like, so what will you like? Just kind of that like blase, just like, huh, so what do you want? Like I'm inconveniencing him, and so we get our drinks and we're like chatting, and then again, like I don't know where this guy's going, but like 20 minutes later he's like, okay, can I take your food order now? And I'm like,
Oh, and I would have
sure.
left when they said 10 minutes.
Sure, man. So, see, here's the thing too, right? About that, John, is I wanted to leave. I wanted to just be like, you know what? Let's just order something. Like at this point, let's just get Taco Bell because I'm like, I just don't want to deal with this anymore. And Kat was actually the one that was like, no, like I want to have a nice dinner. Like I'm willing to wait, and
Yeah,
and
I
I'm like,
get that.
well, she speaks for both of us, I guess. So I'm like, okay, fine.
Well, if
Um,
mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy.
exactly.
Or
So
else you should
then,
drive us to somewhere without a line.
well, so then, he takes our order. Um, I get a steak, and Kat got whatever she got. And what blew my mind is, so like we were sitting there and we were waiting and we were like, okay, like like order the food. We're talking. We're enjoying our
Bye,
date
Aiden.
night.
Thanks for stopping in.
Biden.
We're ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Ain't nothing gonna slow me down. Is what we're feeling. So then, though, we start to slowly come to a conclusion that it's been like 35 minutes and our food has not come out, or not, nor has it come out, and or have they said anything to us about it. So we're like, what the heck? And so we're like, again, looking for the server, and we can't find him anywhere at all. And it's like, this guy must be a magician on the
He
side
went to
because he
his car
served
to
us.
get a marker.
He must
Still
be
bitter about
Houdini or
that, aren't
something.
you?
This guy must be a magician for 3-year-old birthday parties or something. Because man, he's good at that disappearing act, huh?
Yeah.
Natural
So
Houdini over there.
so he's like, um, so we're just like, okay, whatever, like it's fine. We're in no rush. So we're like, cool. And like, and me and Kat, right? We both work in food service. We know what it's like to like have, sorry, hold on, I'm looking at a step real quick. Like we know what it's kind of like to be like, like, oh, you're slow. Like we know what it's like to be in this
if
situation.
they're slammed and every single table is full and it's taken a little bit longer, you're going to understand because you know what it's like to be on the
Yes,
other side of that
exactly.
coin. But when it's an
Exactly.
empty restaurant and it
But
takes
what?
an hour,
Yes, it's a completely empty restaurant. What is the issue? What is your major malfunction? And so finally, after another hour again of waiting for our food, they finally, bring it out and
Bold.
Flo, I don't know if I saw Flo.
and the thing about the food, right? So I don't know about you, but the I get my steak medium rare, the way God intended,
The way God
So
the way God intended.
the way God intended. I get my steak medium rare. And if you disagree with that,
Hey Joe.
I always recite this line from King of the Hill where he says you cook a steak medium. If you want a steak perfect, you do a medium rare, and you cook it this long on this side and that long on this side. And Bobby's like, "What if they want it well done? We ask them kindly but firmly to leave." So
We asked them kindly but firmly to leave.
yeah. So I so when I got my steak, it was done. It was done. They must have forgot about it on the grill or something because it was done. But I was like, I know if I send this steak back, I'm going to be waiting another like 2 hours for this dang steak to come back.
So you just ate the hockey puck?
So I ate the thing I could have used. I could have improvised some foot leather out of, but or some boot leather. But I ate the steak. It wasn't the worst thing I had. Rada rada. So then, we're getting to the end of our night. We're trying to pay. Still can't find the guy. So we're like, well, we want to pay. And he's like, yeah, let me get that check for you. And surprisingly, he's super quick about getting the check. And then
Oh yeah, super fast about that.
super fast. And then like I'm normally, and honestly, like I might get some hate for this because I'll be honest, this is not my golden. I was not happy with this night. I will be honest. I was extremely displeased
Joe,
with
thanks
the
for
event.
stopping in. Have a great night. Sorry he's regaling his story.
I
Bobby,
I
welcome
was
in.
needless to say, but I also feel like rightfully so. I was extremely unpleased with the
Well,
service
yeah.
and with the night at hand. So, the guy, gives it the thing and he's like, "Thank you for dining with us. Make sure to tip."
No.
And I'm like, "Here's the thing, right? Even if the service is terrible, I will always leave a tip. All right, cuz I understand the struggles of being a server. However, this was not one of those times. I felt no remorse.
No remorse.
So, and again,
So I was
I'm
like,
really
zero
not
tip.
I'm really not proud of what I did here. But
I don't if it was that bad, I don't think you need to feel bad about it.
I'm
There's only
really
been a
I'm really
couple
really
times ever
so
that I've not tipped, but if they
so
really deserve it, yeah, don't tip them.
so on like a receipt or like, digital, like a thing, like there's like a thing that shows you your total and then there's a little thing that like, how much you want to tip and then you sign the check or whatever, right?
Yep.
Well, I was so upset with everything going on that instead, God, I feel really bad for this. I tipped 5 cents. I left a
That's
5 cent
almost
tip,
worse. That's almost worse
and
than
and I'll
tipping
tell you
nothing.
why I did it.
I
Because
love it.
again, I have insider information, and I know how things work like this. So I know if it says 5 cents on the tip, he has to ring that in. Like he has to like go back to his computer and be like 5 cent tip. And like the satisfaction that he had to do that was was incredible. It was the best
I
thing I
loved
ever
it.
had.
I love that level of pettiness.
I mean,
I love it.
I was like, the audacity of that man to be like, don't forget to tip. And I'm like, how would you don't forget to be a server? Like, do your
Yeah.
job. Why don't you? Yeah, like I said, not one of my proudest moments, but
I don't
it's
think you need to feel bad about that at all.
Kat loves to tell that story, so I figured I'd share that. I figured I'd share that story all with you. Wow, that piece is really just not going in. There we go.
KDW
Gee
says
whiz.
at Applebee's like 2 weeks ago, they gave me the wrong appetizer. Alex says I just had Subway 2 hours ago. This is awkward.
Awkward.
Daniel says they gave me spinach instead of lettuce on a mobile order, and I'm still mad about it. John, I would have left when they said 10 minutes in an empty joint.
Yeah, but that's probably the worst. I think the only other time I've had a bad experience at a restaurant is when I was served something that I explicitly told them not to put in the dish and had an allergic reaction. I think that was probably the second worst. I would rather have an allergic reaction than sit in a Longhorn Steakhouse for 3 hours.
It turned into like a 4-hour dinner on you guys. Like, that's insane. Like, we
And
went to.
and you know, I will give them some credit. We did enjoy talking for that long. Like, cause here's the thing, right? A lot of servers. Cause here's the thing. This guy must have been like, oh well, people don't like it when you're super nosy, so I'll let them have all the time in the world. I think he took that too far. Because I personally, I don't like when my server is like, up in my face about every 3 minutes. You know what I mean? I don't like when they're up in my face every 3 minutes. Give me some time to talk with my people. Let me look at your menu for a second. I'll never understand that. I'll never understand when you go to a new place and the server is always like, okay, are we ready to order? And it's like, no, like we just like this is our first time here. We need a little bit of time. Look at the menu, and you're like, and they're like, okay, and then you literally open the menu and they're like, all right, so we ready to order? It's like, nope, still not ready.
Still
not
not
ready in
ready.
the slightest.
No.
So we went to this Italian restaurant with some friends of ours, and because, well, Judy said she wanted Italian. Kyle took us to Chow Mambo, and then
Hey, Logan.
she really just wanted Olive Garden. And so anyway, like the service
congratulations.
was terrible. And then like apparently our server says that they were told not to put in our order right away to stagger it or whatever. It ended up being a 3-hour dinner, and Judy and Kyle have young kids. Like they were falling asleep on their laps by the end of the dinner. It was ridiculous. And then we ended up getting desserts to go because it was her birthday and she really wanted some tiramisu or something. But it's like it was a 3-hour dinner that night and it was uncalled for. Like,
yeah, that's a.
and the server
That's a
tried to
big
blame it
thing.
on some. We got the manager involved, and she's like, "We never told him that." Like, she was just trying to CYA, and at that point, nobody was backing her on it. So, okay. Alex says, I used to deliver Domino's in college, and a lot of people don't tip. I once delivered 10 pizzas to a hockey camp and got a big fat 0. Some people are really awful, unfortunately.
Yeah, and that is something, and I wish it wasn't like that. Like maybe if you just pay your employees more, who knows?
Maybe if I wasn't, I'm not always the biggest tipper, especially when it comes to delivery. Although since I've been a delivery driver, I've upped that game a little bit. But like if they're delivering something on a snowy day, I definitely tip them handsomely for
My
sure.
rule of thumb is I always will tip. So okay, so if I'm getting delivery, like if I'm getting like Papa John's, like I like a pizza, I will tip. So let's say I want to tip like $5. Like let's say that's the most I want to tip. I will tip $2.50 because most things now you can tip, and then after the pizza delivered, you can there's another thing to tip. So I'll tip half of my tip just at the beginning of the order, and then depending on how the person acts, like when they give me the pizza, open the door, rada rada, then I will like you have
Put on
earned
the
the rest
rest
of
of the
my
tip for it.
because I never like when they're like almost expecting you to give a tip, like when they're like I had one guy, I'm not trying to this has turned into just a restaurant, like a food service rant. But but like there's this one guy who delivers. So context you need to know is that I live right next to Domino's. I live actually right next to Domino's. Like I could if I open the window that is behind me, I could actually hit Domino's with a rock. So it's right there. And so I never feel too like, because because like I don't want to walk. Like, and I'm fortunate enough where I'm fortunate enough where I can, pay for that extra bit of laziness, right? So, um, I always get the pizza delivered, and I feel as if because of how like
Close
how
you are.
close it is, I feel like I shouldn't have to tip like super duper so much, because it's right there. Hold on one second.
Did you see the picture of the leaked Marvel Advent and the
I still haven't gone and seen those yet. I had
April
heard that they
BAM
got
figs?
leaked, which I was like, really? That's crazy early, but yeah, I haven't actually gone and looked at them yet.
So Logan, I'm still
But
trying to figure out the payment for super chats too. I'm still in the middle of all that.
so they but there's this guy who I will always tip on the website. I don't carry like cash with me anymore. So I will always tip on the website. But there's this guy who every time because if you get anything delivered nowadays, there's an option to just like leave it at your door. And I always select that option because if there's someone knocks on the door, Luna's gonna start barking and I don't want to deal with that. So I'll always be like, leave it at the door. Like, please don't open it. Like, don't. I'll even lie in the instructions to be like, my grandmother's sleeping, but I don't live like, uh, it's anything. But there's this one guy who keeps opening the door and he keeps being like, tip. It's like, I don't know if I don't like tipping when they ask me to tip. You shouldn't have to ask for a tip. Don't ask me for a tip. You want a
Like the
tip?
other day, I
Don't
had
ask
my
for it.
groceries delivered from Walmart, and I'm also a Walmart delivery driver, and I always verify the address unless they don't have one on their house. And I'm like, well, shame on you if your order goes the wrong place, but to each their own. But anyway, I had this guy like 6 months ago or something. I had the delivery, like they sent me my delivery photo, and it was not our house, and I was like, I recognize the house. And so I'm over there 2 houses down, grabbing my freaking grocery order and walking it home because they can't be bothered to read a house number. So anyway,
Mm.
this one, just the other day, I get my delivery, says it's delivered, and I'm like, there's no groceries outside. And so I looked at the picture, and sure enough, I'm like, well, I didn't recognize this one up front, but I was like, well, I'll just. So it actually was on her other side, the neighbor right next to us, and my groceries were still sitting out there. And so I went and grabbed those and brought them home. And then they had finally fixed the Walmart app where I could go in and I just removed the guy's tip. And I was like, if you can't read a house number, I'm sorry. Like, I know you
Yeah.
shopped the order and you probably, but learn
Come
to read
on
a
now.
house number. Like, it's not that hard. It's on the side of the house. It wasn't dark out. Like, there was no reason you should have delivered that to the wrong house. And I do this
Yeah.
job. So, like I said, unless you don't have a house number on the house, then I'm verifying the address. And if the house number is available to take in the picture with your groceries, I'm putting it in there. But yeah, I was just like, yep, no tip for you. Because you have 24 hours with Walmart grocery to change your tip for more or less at that point. Oh, Kathy says they know what I want when I go to Ruby Tuesday. She says they start programming in my order when I pull in the driveway.
Come on. Oh, I want you to go.
Brandy, can you deliver my groceries next time and I'll tip you a whopping $5 bill? I gotten to the point where I don't actually look at the tips when I'm getting my orders. I look at the overall like amount that is offered for the order to when I grab my orders to deliver, and I have to make X amount of dollars roughly an hour for me to really do it, because I do it extremely part-time. It's after work and before I get home, so I usually only get one order a night a lot of times, but I don't actually look at, okay, this much of that is tip. I'm just like, okay, the whole thing is supposed to take me 45 minutes and they're paying me this much. All right, that'll do. But like when it's like $7 for like a 45-minute delivery, sorry, no. The EV stream is tomorrow night. Logan says, "Oh, and
Are
I just finished reading Matthew."
You're not getting any of the Pokemon sets, are you, Sparkyy?
No, I am not. I am not getting any of the Pokemon. I'm just not interested enough, really.
Do you delivery drivers ever get orders where they have to go their own house? I've picked up my own order once. I placed it because I didn't know we'd be home, and then it wasn't here yet, so I got on the app and it was ready, and there were 2 other orders with it, so I was like, I'll go deliver those 2, and I got my own order and my own tip back.
You tipped yourself?
Well, it wasn't for me, it was for the driver.
Which was you?
It turned out to be me.
Turned out to be me.
Night, JDW. Have a good sleep.
Night.
We're not supposed to grab our own orders. Like, you're not supposed to. I think if you do that too often and they notice it, they can say something. But for the most part, like I said, there were 2 other orders with mine, so it wasn't like I just went out and picked my own order or shopped it and tipped myself. Oh no, he's using all of
I
them.
will say something about this. I don't like how many like loose pieces there are. Like there's a lot of.
I was actually just about to comment on that same thing. Like, are you at the little spatula that just like sits on the plate?
Yeah, well, I'm talking about like the bowls in like under the newspaper looking thing. I don't like that. I don't like how they're just sitting there.
Yeah, I was thinking that myself. I was like, those are gonna get lost pretty.
Or like
pretty
the second I move this.
That is one thing. Lego, you're so used to everything is locked down, and
not always on some of this, but
they will leave a few pieces that are just kind of loosey goosey on some of
but
the
even
Lemmy
their
sets.
kitchen gadgets, they'll usually clip on a wall, like in Hagrid's hut, they did that. But like the Fantasy set, they just had bottles running around the bottom of that thing. Bye, Logan. Have a good night. We'll see if you go live. EV hype.
EV hype.
We actually look pretty good.
All right. Well, I have just lit up the set, and it does look very cool. But that's another thing, though, is like to light up the set, because I put batteries in it, and to light it up, it's like kind of a hassle because like you got to take it off the base and then.
Oh, to actually get to the thing to light it.
Yeah, to get to the battery box, you got to like take off. You got to kind of like take it off, which is I could see that being rather annoying, especially with all these loose parts. Which honestly, I think all the super duper loose parts, I don't think I'm gonna actually just put. I'm gonna just avoid it and not put them all. Not put most of them on the model itself.
That was disturbing.
The orange one?
Yes. It's like a Cheeto brand.
When we got done with the detective agency the other day, there was some things I didn't really care for. Like they had all this caution tape on the elevator and some other stuff that
I didn't like that either.
We got done with it and we pretty much immediately took some of the things off that we didn't like and redid them.
I do think you should just redo that front piece with green and get rid of that thing you took the sticker off.
Okay.
Because it looks weird to me without a sticker.
Because it looks weird.
It does. Odele said be right back, but he like left a long time ago.
No such thing as be right back.
With Odele, he usually does come back, but normally not this long.
And then he'll usually be like, Misa back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, can we live redirect to Brick Therapy again?
We're not gonna be that late.
Well, we're almost done, but we can still do a live redirect even if it's like because he go live. Well, I guess it's 10:45 when he goes live, right?
Mm-hmm, usually.
So it'll be like an hour, but.
So what was your favorite part of this, Sparkyy?
Being done with it. No, I'm kidding. But I mean, the lights really just do speak for themselves when it comes to the Lumi brick stuff. Like it really is just. And again, I feel like I'm a little biased because they do support the channel and everything, but I'm very much pleased with the lights. I'm done, by the way.
We're done.
Maybe I'm done. There's a lot of like extra tidbits that don't they don't have a spot necessarily. Like there's a lot of there's a lot of stuff. Oh, it is cool though. It is, I will give them some credit. It is cool that you can actually have the carriage be on its own, and you can have the horse go to it. But here really quickly. Here's the set lit up for you guys. Oh, something got knocked off back here. I would say I really do like the building. Here, hold on. Let me turn off the light. Like, look at that. That's adorable. That's a little cute area.
They just had the 2 minifigs in this set, Daniel.
Yeah, I don't really concern myself with building the minifigs.
Well, his dad's gonna want him in his town, so
that's fair enough. This is a beautiful guitar, by the way. Like, I'm definitely gonna be using this in a mock. Like, that is a really nice guitar piece.
I like that Cheeto orange color.
Yeah, no, look at this. Like, this is just for $30, unmatched.
This looks more yellow than ours. I don't know if it's just the lighting.
This isn't gonna work for this. I'm gonna have to get some of those watch batteries for this one.
Yeah, we'll just order some watch batteries.
Here, we can just use mine as the reference.
Thank you,
there's like a subtle light in there. So here's all the lights you need to know. There's a light in the tent, light with the fire. That does go on and off. You got the lantern right here, and then inside there's like here, I'll try to.
Does the red campfire one? It doesn't. Is it like kind of flickering, or is it just solid? It's just solid.
No, that's flickering.
Oh, okay.
I will say I like I think the build process on this one's actually rather enjoyable
compared to like the Sequoia. bandit camp that you
I
did?
would much rather build 5 of these than that Sequoia bandit camp.
What was kind of frustrating about that one?
The Sequoia bandit camp. So my problem, I mean, I could just grab it, but my issue with the Sequoia bandit camp is that Lumi Bricks uses this system. I'm sure Brandy and Royal will know what I'm talking about, but they use a system where they have a lot of time through their sets. They have they will have the like a 1x4 plate that connects the power to everything, right? Like under that right there, if you look, there's like a gray 1x4. That's like a one side of a prong. And
Yeah.
on the Sequoia Bandit Camp, that is on like a tree, and it's a lot of weight to hold down, and it really does not do a great job of holding itself down.
Oh, so it doesn't make a great
Okay, so
connection,
anyway,
or
yeah, it's just like it's not like a hard connection. Like it does connect. It's just like the tree is just so heavy that like it wants to tilt back on itself. Um, so the thing is with this set, I like the building process. I think this is one of the more enjoyable building processes. Not to mention too, the pieces in here are very cool. Like there's one, not to mention too, you can, I mean, very slightly, but you can like open up the tent as well and get in there. And they have one of my favorite pieces out of this whole Western thing, which is this revolver. It reminds me of the Lone Ranger, and I really like that piece. But I think if I were to give the set a rating out of the Lumibrix sets that I've rated and built, I would give this a solid 8 out of 10. I think the build process is enjoyable. I think the printed pieces definitely do a lot of heavy lifting. But I do think there are some times, and this is something Lumibrix has to get better at. There are some times when you're kind of looking at it and you're like, how do I do this exactly? And and I mean, Lumibrix is very open to that. I mean, on the box it literally says rated for 16 plus. So like,
yeah, I feel
it's
like they
definitely
are
not.
a little bit more of an advanced set, like
They are
maybe not
definitely an
necessarily for your
adults.
younger builder.
They are
The
definitely
train
an
set,
adult
I got a
theme.
little screwed up on that one. This one was a pretty nice, straightforward build. I think it looks great. I would probably agree with like an 8 out of 10 on this build.
I think
I
again
think
there
they
are
could have
some
added
points,
maybe a little bit to the scene, but I mean, honestly, it's a great little cowboy camp. I love it. The chuck wagon,
and I
like
think
you said, I don't really like the spatula and some of the items that are just kind of loose, just loosey goosey on there. That
yeah,
I
because
I
that's
kind
just
of like stuff
asking for
being
you,
stuck down because, like you said, well, that's going to be the first thing we lose out of this set.
and that's why I'm not even putting them on. But and I mean the fact that like without like if we turn our attention, like the fact that I can just take the wagon off, even with the lights, and then it because it tells you can like fold it up, and then I'm doing
It's
this with a bit of
cool
dim
how the
lighting,
whole
so
rest of the light kit comes off when you pull the wagon too.
yeah. But like the fact that this, if you don't want that and you just want this is a possibility. And this right here would go great with something like the stagecoach or like the treasure stagecoach.
Oh
This
yeah.
would be right on board with that.
Hey
And
Dinos.
I do think they should sell it. Now, I will say this, that if you do end up displaying it like this and having this off to the side, just know that there is going to be some like glaring issues because the whole point of the wagon is to cover up these blemishes right here with this wire and that little connector
Well,
piece.
you'll see the plate if the wagon's not sitting there.
Yeah.
So
So just know that it's not like you can there's no I
I
mean
think,
like I'm sure if
oh,
I took
actually Sparky, that's
may,
why they give
maybe
you
that's what
that
that
one
one
by
by four
four. That's what
Yeah,
that
wait,
one by
hold on.
four is for.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I'm not.
I
I'm
bet
sure.
you.
I'm sure I'm doing something. I'm sure you can do something with it, but like,
Or does it
I
not?
mean, even
Does
just
it
like
not
that,
snap
like,
down
boom.
on that?
I mean, I'm too scared to like push it down fully. You can. You are. If you do, you're a braver man than me. But I'm too scared to do it. Uh, but like, I guess that is what that
Oh,
would be
I
for.
guess it doesn't.
I mean, it kind like this right here, like that. Even this looks good. Like, I don't think this looks bad. But yeah, no, I mean, this is a good, like, I would put this. I like, because there are some Looming Brick sets where it's like intermediate, like there's beginner, intermediate, and like definitely like you've been doing this for a
The
while.
Palace Cinema,
And
that one had some really interesting techniques, like where the whole corner of the building kind of like slides out, and then how they kind of built the corner on top of it. There were some
and like
interesting
and
techniques
like,
in
for
that
this
set.
being a model kit too, there are some good play features, like the fact again that I can just like come in here, and as long as I line it up, I can, like connect that. And honestly, that's a good play feature in of itself too, because think about it like this, right? You take away the wagon, the people are gone, so now the camp's turned off, right? And then when you come back and you bring it in, it kind of tells a story that, like, hold on, I'm trying to find the connecting point.
The camp comes to life once
Yeah,
the
the camp
chuck
comes to
wagon
life
rolls
once
in.
the wagon's back here, and that's a good playability even for us. And again, the set is not to mention too, you get amazingly printed pieces. Like, look at that, like
I
that
like
looks just.
the prints that they did for the vulture for his feathers. I thought those were actually
And
pretty cool.
yeah, exactly. This right here is like, if obviously again this, what this set is. This is a great set for like a family, like a father and son. This is a beautiful set to do that with. I think if I were to put this in like a rating of like beginner, intermediate, or like expert, I would definitely put this in between like the beginner and intermediate, because like it is going to give you some trouble, but I think for the most part it's pretty simple. And like, like there's even some cool things that aren't even lighting kit. Like there's this tree right here, and like your kid could build that, and like and yeah, like there are
Well,
some
like
pretty adult.
Jedi Brickman really likes to recommend the newsstand
Bye,
to
Daniel.
people who
Have a
are
great
thinking
night.
about a Lumi set. And
And
I kind of think that, I mean, if you're not looking to build a city, if the Western theme really appeals more to you, I kind of feel like this could be a lot of people's first introduction into like a
and
Lumi Bricks.
Exactly. Like, and this is a perfect, like, this is a perfect display model. This is a good display model, because even then too, and like it's modular. If you don't like this tree, do away with it, and you have that. It's the customization. The customization is truly like, and again, it sounds shillish, and it kind of is, because Lumi Bricks is a very proud sponsor of our channels. But even if I got this set as a gift, I think I'd be pretty happy with it. I think this is, and especially too, Lumibrix is always running a sale, and like there's discount codes all the time that you can
Yeah.
definitely, like, I got 10% off this set, so I bought it for like 23 or 20, not 23, like 20 something dollars.
Mhm.
I definitely think if you're looking to get into Lumibrix, maybe not this one right away, but maybe after you build like one Lumibrix set, just to get an idea of how the set
I
feel and how
I
the
really
how the
didn't
building
think
experience.
I didn't think this one was any harder than like the newsstand.
I like how that
I
flickers.
Yeah, I really like the way that the campfire kind of just
I
flickers.
Yeah, I would put this in the same vein as the newsstand, because I saw you guys build that.
Yeah,
Like
that's that. I
this
mean, if you're looking for a city, then yeah, maybe go with the
This,
newsstand. But
in my mind, is not something you necessarily start with, but like I think I genuinely do think, like, get the stagecoach, or like the treasure
thanks, Tommy.
stagecoach or something, just so you can understand how Lumi Bricks works, and then go to this
Well,
set.
because they
Just so you
definitely
can.
have a little bit different way of building with the Lumi Brick
Exactly.
sets. They have
But I
some
just
different techniques that Lego doesn't use, and at first, like I kind of was like, oh, I'm not sure I liked all of them, but because sometimes I feel like they'll sacrifice a little bit of
That's more
strength
fantasy than
for like
movie.
an aesthetic sometimes, but not really all that often. Sometimes it feels that way until you get the build finished, and then you're like, okay, that's still pretty strong. Like,
And and another thing too that you can and like I'm sure you could find a way to like mod this and keep these lights on and like not have the wagon because maybe you can throw some Star Wars figures in there. Like really because like what really if you take away this part of it, it really is just kind of a campsite.
yeah.
So and like you can throw because again, like I didn't build the figures. I don't think they're the best looking, but
We don't either, but his dad doesn't
you
care.
can throw in your own figures with this. This is definitely like
Well, that's what we
I
did once we got done building the theater, is we didn't put any we actually never did put any of the figures that came with the set on it.
I built
We
them. We
just
might still
we
give them to your
immediately
dad.
put all of our community figures in it, like they were all lined up to go see a movie. So no,
this
the figures to me are I
the
don't
worst
even
part.
factor that into when I give it like a scale, like a 1 to 10 rating. I don't even factor the minifigures in to that rating, just because I already am pretty biased against them, so I
Yeah,
don't
no.
even count them into my.
But I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed this set. It took us if you're wanting to build this set, just know it took us about 2.5, 3. I don't know the stream reset, so I don't know how long it took exactly, but
It was
uh
right at about 2.5 hours to build it.
2.5, 3 hours. I think this is again like a nice little build for what I actually wish Lumibricks would do? I wish they would do what Lego does sometimes, where they give us multiple instruction manuals. That way other people can build other things of the set and then it all comes
Oh,
together.
so like one
I think
person could be building the wagon while the other person is building the pedestal for
yeah,
it.
or something like that. I think that would be really cool. Because again, I think I'm going to keep on saying it. This is a great set
It's a
for
first beginner
kids.
who's putting in a light kit.
This is a great set for beginners, for like people, for like
Like Tommy
adults.
said, if it's like your first ever light kit, like this is
Pretty easy.
I that's the one thing, is like with the when we were sponsored by that Game of Bricks, like those ones stressed me out, and I just really didn't care for those light kits
I always
overall.
was scared when he
I
would
I
go
had
and
I
try to
had
do those
mentioned
because they
about
just.
maybe trying to do one during a live stream, and you were like, "No, let's just not do that." And I'm so
And
glad I didn't do one of those live. But these, honestly, I'm totally
Well,
comfortable
I always used
doing
to have him do
a
the wiring,
Lumibrick
and I've
set
gotten to
live.
where I
Like,
can do them now too.
and like
yeah,
Like I
again,
don't
I
ask him to anymore.
I think the only complaints I truly have with this set um is really just the fact that there is loose pieces in here, and that if you again if you are a younger kid and you want to play with this, like you're probably going to lose a piece or two, especially too. And this is something else I don't like about the whole, like, is that all of the loose pieces are contained within the thing that you're supposed to play with, if you may.
yeah, yeah.
Like
So it
like
makes
they're
it even
they're
more
really
likely that
just
you'd
asking
lose them.
for it. They're and that's what sucks. But I think there's a lot of redeeming quality, like again, printed pieces, not to mention too, like this is all the extra pieces you get out of a Lumibrick set. And like I don't know about y'all, but like I'm definitely going to be using like these grass pieces for a mock, like definitely going to be throwing those in somewhere. So yeah, I think if you want just a nice little, like, and again, like, and the thing is too is like these sets aren't little. Like I don't know if it scales well because my hands are right here, but like these are not tiny sets by any means of the imagination. Like
Oh,
here, I'll put
I kind of feel like for the size and the piece count on the set, if this was Lego, you'd
this
be
would be
looking at
like
probably at least $50 to $60 for a
50 to
set like.
60 bucks. And that's not even with a light kit and printed pieces. Like all these printed pieces would be a sticker.
Yeah.
Um it would not like this would be just like the only thing that we could give Lego credit for if they did a set like this is the minifigs would be on point. We all know that.
Do you think
And
that with as popular as this Western theme has been for Lumibricks, do you think that do you think Lego would ever like take note of that and be like, hey, whenever we do a Western set for the Bricklink design program, that thing sells out? Or like, hey,
Well,
this
see,
Lumi company is really doing well with a Western theme. Maybe we should bring that back. Do you think there'd ever be a
I
chance of Lego bringing the Western theme back?
I don't think so, and I think that's because Lego used to do westerns, and then Lego really started kind of being, like PG, like, like, I mean, like, obviously they were targeted at kids, and they're always targeted at kids, but like they did stuff like the Lone Ranger, like that's not exactly kid. I mean, I'm not familiar with the Lone Ranger, but like he shoots people with revolvers and everything. That doesn't exactly scream, safe for kids to me. So I think if Lego does visit a Western thing, it's going to be a very diluted experience to what you can get
Mm.
with
That's the
Lumi
thing,
Bricks.
though, like, Lego has pew pews in almost, like, Star Wars, and they have it in like, you get those in a
Well,
lot of
they did an
sets. They
Indiana
can't just
Jones set with like
not
Well,
do
I mean,
Westerns
I've
because
never
military
seen
that's
a
the big
I've
thing.
I've
with
never
like
seen a Lego blaster that looks like this. Like this looks more modeled after a pistol than I would say Lego. And like again, like you are gonna get the pew pews and like maybe Lego does. I mean, because if you think about it, right, like Lego's like I can only talk for Lego Star Wars 'cause that's all I know. But like if you think about like the August wave of Lego Star Wars, like they release sets about executing the Jedi, basically. That's like what the whole sets were based around. And you could make an argument that like, Lego will sneak some adult things in there,
I think
but
so
like
too, Tommy.
I don't think Lego because they have I mean, at least from what I can remember, they haven't done a Wild West in
The
years, at
Lone
least from what
Ranger and then the Bricklink design program sets are the only thing they've done Western
and
themed
like
in
even
recent memory to me.
and hell, like throw in Indiana Jones for extra credit, like it's one of those things. And like the closest thing to a Western that
Oh, do
Lego
two of the smaller Indiana Jones sets or two of the smaller Lone Ranger sets? Brickable.
well, so here, let's think about it like this, right? The closest thing to Western that Lego makes is the Mandalorian sets, because that's kind of like a spaghetti Western, So
Mm,
like
okay.
uh and like that's very targeted at like again, I haven't seen the movie, but like at least the sets I see, they're not exactly, these dark, grim scenes. And again, I'm not saying Lego has to do the dark, grim scenes. I'm not saying they have to at all. But I think for what I would want out of a Western, I don't think Lego can give that. And that's why I think Lumi Bricks is a better alternative, especially when like because here's the thing too, right? Because you can make an argument that like like okay, so like for example, right? Like uh hold on one second,
We have a whole drawer full of weapons in there that are Lego,
one second. So okay,
and a lot of them are
so
pew
I wanna illustrate a point. All right. So this right here is a custom Commander Cody, and this is the official one, right? Because this custom is copying this custom, right? Like this is an upgraded version of this, right? Because this is official Lego. This, on the other hand, is its own standalone thing. It's an own standalone experience. You cannot compare this to almost anything, and that's what I love about Lumibricks. That is my favorite quality about Lumibricks is they're not trying to copy one thing. They're not trying to copy the other thing. They're doing their
They'd
own
have to
thing,
theme it
and I
after
think and
Lassie.
I think we can allow them kind of like how Mattel is like I mean, Lego does it, but like they tried to be, the car guy. But Lumibricks is actually doing something that Lego would never do because Lego would never do a cyberpunk city. Lego would never do an old western. Lego would never do like a modern. Like
Nice.
the closest set I honestly can
Night,
think of on top of
Kathy.
my head that
right.
Lego would probably do is that newsstand, and even then it would come with stickers, and it would be like it'd be like 70 bucks.
Yeah.
So I think
Hey,
I don't
welcome
know.
in, Michael.
I really do think Lumi Bricks is the best because they are trying to be their own thing. and that's what I love about it. Is because so many
I got a lot of heat when I posted about one of our last Lumibrix streams on Facebook. So there was some people going like, "Oh my gosh, fake Lego." I'm like, it's not fake Lego. It's an alternative brand to Lego. I was like I don't like necessarily like a lot of the brands that do just like a straight up clone of a Lego set. Like
I can't do
I
those.
get it. It's a good option to save a lot of money, and especially if it's a retired set that you don't want to go pay retired
Right.
set prices
And
to
like with
get one.
anything.
But I kind of have to me that is kind of just straight up stealing from Lego. Like I get it. Lego's $1 billion
They paid for the
corporation,
IP, let them have
but
it.
that was their design. Like they paid a designer a lot of money to come up with this, you
And
know.
the IP for it.
So like and they pay a lot of money to have that IP. That's one of the reasons Lego is so expensive is because they may pay massive licensing fees for these things. So it's like,
Absolutely.
but
And
Lumibrix, they're not stealing from anybody. They come up with their own original designs. And so, I mean, I love companies like that. And I fully support that as an
you
alternative
know,
company.
I've heard, and I don't know if this is true, and if this isn't true, please someone correct me.
A
But
zombie world?
I have heard that Lumibrix actually takes like mocks that people make and then they work with that person in some cases, not every case, but in some cases, so I've heard that they actually
I've
like
heard Panacea
they
does
work
that
with
too. Like if it
they
was
work
like
with
a
like
Lego
independent
ideas
designers
that didn't get picked up, they
or
might
like
reach out
independent
to the
designers.
designer and be like, "Hey, are you interested in, you know,
Yeah.
submitting that design for our company?" You know,
And
like
again, like if you want to buy alternative, again, back to this example, like this is official.
Michael gets to
This is
sleep in
like
place tomorrow.
this is this is like $65 this fig, and this you can get for like $20 on a custom site. But
Yeah.
it's a copy, so it's like it's and that's a whole conversation. That's a different whole can of beans about like where does your morals lie and all that. But no, I really do like the set. I like Lumibrix. I like what they're doing. I will continue to get more sets, and especially tomorrow when we're going to be starting the Cyberpunk City set, which I
Oh,
am
heck
really
yeah.
excited for. Given that, it's the closest thing I'll have to Coruscant, and I will be putting clone troopers all over that.
This is
So
40 pieces less than the EV, and the EV is $60.
that's insane. And this is half the price with a light kit with printed pieces.
Yeah.
Crazy, huh? But yeah, I think is there anything else to really say about this? I don't think so.
I
think
mean,
we're
I don't have a whole lot else. I think we pretty much covered everything that we
Yeah, if like I said at the beginning, this is the Cowboy Camp by Lumibrix. You can find it on Lumibrix, obviously, for around $30. And if you want to get the set and support creators like
is
myself and
your
Royal, you can use
is
either of
your
our
affiliate
referral
link
codes.
on your main page?
Yeah, it's in my
Okay.
description.
So yeah, we
But
both have. If you want to use Sparky's affiliate link or ours, either one of them are both on our home pages.
and
If you want to
obviously
use those.
too, don't feel obligated to, but the option's there, and you can always change your mind at checkout. So yeah, I think that's that's a wrap.
Yeah, no, I like the set, and we really appreciate you joining us every time, man. Thank you so much, Sparkyy.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, of course. So here, I guess I'll do my rollout, and then I'll let you guys do yours.
Sounds good.
So anyway, guys, this has been the Cowboy Bandit. This has been the Cowboy Camp, and as always, I am Sparkyy Studs. And always make sure to wear your seatbelt, eat your fruits and vegetables, and drink water. And yeah, with that being said, I hope you all have a very good Monday and a good Tuesday morning. And I will see you studs later.
And I'm Royal.
I'm Brandy.
We're Brick together. Remember, take care of yourselves.
Take care of each other.
And life's better when you brick together.
Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, all.
See you tomorrow. We will be doing EV.
And Sparkyy will be starting on another Lumi set. So take care, everybody.
Bye.